I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the free skies. Nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the Cena, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the free skies. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 I got stuff from most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the Cena, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts to how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be.
How about now? Does it work now? Hold up, let me see.
The crickets are playing. Come on, Durante.
What? Oh, is it working now?
God damn.
Oh, is it working now? Oh, okay. Sorry for the echo. Alright, guys. My bad. My bad. This fucking shit.
Still on.
Okay.
There we go. God
Golly. Alright, hit the line.
God damn.
Okay, I apologize. Man. If the audio is too loud, I accidentally raised the volume before I unmuted us because I forgot to lock it. My fault. So, yes. How is everybody doing? Thank you guys so much for being here, man. The day has finally came where we get to use the Money in the Bank graphics.
Hey.
Yes, we were not the only we were not the only ones, man.
Many botches tonight.
Oh man. Bro, Durante, bro, I'm starting to think it was Bell. I think Bell definitely had something to do with it, for sure. So gotta rain down the Bell hate for a little bit. We went from fucking with my camera, now we're fucking with my audio. Alright, some shit's seriously gonna have to pop off soon between me and her. And yeah, it's getting ugly. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk levels of storytelling here. So, man, how's everybody doing, bro? Thank you guys so much for being here, man. We got a show to talk about, man. I think Durante sums it up the best. He says, man, that show was some words.
It was some words, alright.
Man, I mean, in terms of the quality of the show, I mean, I thought, you know, I thought the matches themselves turned out good. This was very similar to King of the Ring for me in terms of, I thought the in-ring quality on the show was very good, and I thought there was a lot of fucking really stupid decisions.
I think so.
Here tonight on this show. Very stupid fucking decisions in terms of what went down with a lot of the outcomes of these matches, and how I just genuinely did not agree with a lot of the outcomes to a lot of these matches, because I don't know, man. I really wasn't rocking with a lot of the winners on tonight, man. 2 out of the 5 matches, the winners I was okay with. The other 3, I didn't understand, or I don't know. It was just very reminiscent of King of the Ring for me in terms of good quality, horrible fucking just decisions being made, man, and I don't understand.
Definitely, man. Definitely, it was very underwhelming in the creative aspect, man. It was alright in the in-ring aspect. I mean, the opener, I said it in a tweet, but I'll talk about it when we talk about the match. Underwhelming for me. Bad decision in the end. The middle match, the world title match, boy, is that a bad decision. And then even the main event, man, it was just, with the main event, it's not really as a bad decision as the execution was just fucking lackluster and lame. Just weird ass decisions tonight, man. I think very basic, very bad predictable, and just underwhelming and annoying.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was interesting, man. It was very interesting. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it in just a second here. But without any further ado, man, what is going on, everybody? We're back with yet again another edition of the post-show WWE reviews. And yeah, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday after Monday Night Raw, we're live with Unscripted. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for WWE and AEW, we are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review, man. If you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Sales Podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Links at the top description of this very video. And in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man, where you can find all 8 and more of these beautiful, beautiful merch designs, man. Again, like I said, all 8 plus more on the merch shop. Again, that's bonfire.com. Link is at the top description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here, man. He is finally back on a post show. Man, welcome back.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Good show to be back in, I would say. Better than last week, so I'll tell you that much. I'd rather review 5 matches than 15. But...
It was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, dude. But, yeah, man, it's been pretty good, man. Fun weekend. Solid show to watch. Just love hanging out, talking, watching the show, making jokes, man. No matter how many bad decisions were made tonight, never a bad decision for us to hang out and watch these shows, man. So I love it. I love it. And yeah, I've been doing good. Weekend was good, man. Next weekend's gonna be fun. No pay-per-view for review, but still can't wait. And I'm doing good, man. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat, man? How's everyone doing in the replay? What are you, bro? How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine, bro. I'm doing fine. I started, as you know, many of you guys know, I don't drink alcohol. I am a straight edge human being. But man, once Damian Priest won, bro, I was filling that 2-liter of Pepsi like it was a fucking bottle of vodka. Mm-hmm. I was filling this cup up so fucking fast and all the way to the top.
Felt like the Street Profits.
Oh my god, I was so fucking irritated. Sir K got a wonderful photo that it perfectly encapsulates how I was feeling.
I'll send it to you, Logan.
I'll let him send it to Logan, but I was on my living room floor squatting down just with this look of just despair across my face, and it was something, bro. So
oh, I am. It's being sent right now for you.
Oh my god, bro. So fucking frustrating, dude. So frustrating. But other than that, man, I'm good. I am already counting down the minutes until SummerSlam. Show's looking to be a banger. I hope we don't get another one of these typical Triple H shows where the in-ring quality is great, but they do something that I don't agree with. And yes, that is okay. That is okay in professional wrestling to not agree with something. I know some fans get a little upset and they
have to agree.
Yeah, you got to agree with that, man, or else you're a fucking idiot, or you're
piece of
piece of shit, racist.
Fans.
You never know what they're gonna pull out of the well next. But they you know, I hope it doesn't turn out as one of those shows. I like the theme. I'm excited for the theme. I like, you know, the rock and roll theme. I like that. It doesn't really match the logo, but kind of, I guess. But
I like the way they incorporated like the Cleveland and the brown in it. I think it makes that logo look way better from last year. How it's like an exhaust pipe last year. I thought that was so ugly.
Yeah, I mean, it
made sense.
It made sense, but it
was ugly.
Yeah,
100%. It makes sense to still be ugly.
Yeah, for sure. But that fucking whole show was an exhaust pipe last year. But hopefully SummerSlam this year is better. We look to be getting the we look to be getting
You get that image, Logan? It's that Logan.
This fucking guy. Fucking Logan.
Sure it was, dude.
We look to be getting the return of Roman Reigns. So we look to be getting the return of Roman Reigns. So that's interesting. We look to be getting, you know, all that stuff. And hopefully it's just a lot better of a show, man. We're going to talk about what they announced tonight and how overly frustrating that was. Right as I'm in the depths of hell. Right as I'm in the depths of hell after Damian Priest retains his fucking title. WWE decides to play an ad for Damian Priest and Gunther, as if I wanted to fucking look at that right now. Get this shit out of my face. Sorry, we're gonna...
Even the graphic for that match is oralist, bro. That shit looks so lame. That's barely a TV match.
Yeah, I didn't see. I know a lot of people, you know, when Triple H said we got surprises in the barrel for tonight, a lot of people were like, oh my god, Roman's gonna show up. I never seen Roman showing up.
No.
Why the fuck would you debut him at Money in the Bank over SummerSlam?
Exactly. It just makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to debut him in front of 17, or re-debut him in front of 17,000, or are you going to re-debut him in front of 50,000? I mean, come on, use your head here. So for all the people that, you know, thought, I'm sorry if you guys are one of those people, but if you guys thought there was Roman Reigns tonight, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I did see we are getting a return of the WWE 24s, or... Honestly, bro, I know they had a couple. They had, like, the 24s, they had the 365s. I loved all of them.
I liked them a lot. I'm glad they're bringing them back.
Yeah, those are just, they're really good. Even if the first one's on Jack Swagger, you know, I'll probably still give it a watch just because I love the docs, but, you know, it is Jack Swagger at the end of the day. But, yeah, bro, so my buddy... When we're watching the Damian Priest match, my buddy says, oh my god, there's Rollins. And as he hits South of Heaven, I'm like, as he says, there's Rollins. In my mind, Rollins is coming in the ring to fucking curb stomp him. So I stand up, and I'm only paying attention to Rollins. I'm not even paying attention to the ref counting for 3. And when his hand went down for 3... the just energy was just sucked out of the fucking room, dude. I mean, it was just like, I was just defeated. I was defeated, and it broke my heart. It did.
Yeah, it really did break his heart. I mean, my heart broke the second Drew McIntyre came out there and fucking ran away from the ring when CM Punk was hitting him. I knew right then and there it was over with, man. So it was energyless completely.
My bad. I don't know why the fucking thing squeaks. No, it was, man. It was horrible, bro. It was horrible. Yeah, it sucks, man. It really sucks, bro. But I just don't. I'm sorry, man. I just do not fucking care for Damian Priest and Gunther. If at this stage of the game, bro, if you look at Damian Priest as a credible, good enough world champion, and I'm being serious, bro, to go up against Gunther, if you look at that match and say that is a SummerSlam, that lets me know right there you think this is a secondary title. Because you would never put something like that on for the WWE Championship.
Oh no! If it was Cody's title, Seth would have won tonight, easy. They would have never let that happen. But they see it as a secondary title, so they treat it as one because Damian Priest is gonna face Gunther, and that is most definitely not gonna be the main event of SummerSlam. I'll tell you that.
If Damian Priest, again, if Damian Priest was holding the WWE Championship, like Sir K said, and you were coming up on that match, WWE would absolutely look at that and say,
oh, we need something bigger.
That's the WWE title match for SummerSlam. We got to put something way fucking better on than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. And see, I'm not sure it's going to be a good match. I'm expecting their styles to not clash at all.
I don't think they will be. That sounds ass. If Damian Priest big, basic, big boot style versus Gunther's phenomenal big boot style, I mean, I think it's going to be ass. Yeah. It's annoying, dude.
And see, with the... If they have Priest put on a match against... If they have Priest put on a match against Gunther and have the Judgment Day involve themselves in that, I'm left asking myself, why couldn't you have done something like that tonight being that it makes sense. It's the 1-year anniversary of when fucking Damian Priest pump faked Finn Balor out of winning his match.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Again, I leave Money in the Bank with more questions than I have answers as to, and they're not good questions. They're not good in terms of how I felt, maybe necessarily with like the bloodline stuff when I'm asking myself good questions like, oh, when is Roman going to come back? Is there going to be a new bloodline member? When is Jimmy coming back? Those are good questions to have, but when you're asking yourself, what the fuck are they doing? That's not good. That's not good, especially when I see one of the fucking worst graphics I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, that graphic is so lame.
For a World Heavyweight Championship match, Damian Priest versus Gunther.
It sounds ass, dude. I'm sorry.
I can't even fathom the promos that is going to be between those two. This is why this all fucking stems back to last year's Money in the Bank. Could you imagine if LA Knight won that briefcase? And then when Drew McIntyre, a heel, won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, LA Knight's fucking music hit, and he walked down there with the briefcase? Bro, that crowd would have went fucking nuts. The crowd would have went nuts. LA Knight versus Gunther?
That would have been insane.
Say what you want about it. Again, I know LA Knight's not everybody's cup of tea in the ring. You could say whatever you want about that match. It would have been better than Damian Priest and Gunther. I'm sorry. At least LA Knight's an over babyface, and fucking Gunther's a dominating heel.
Exactly. I think that would be a good... like you said, you could say what you want about LA Knight, but I think that Styles Clash would work well, man. Not only in the ring, but even like in the feud itself. You got an over-serious guy like Gunther who takes everything so seriously.
And LA Knight's very gimmicky.
And he's very gimmicky. He likes to fuck with people on the mic. I think that would have been a phenomenal Styles Clash, dude.
That sounds a lot fucking better than... Again, you can sit here and say up and down that that's not a world title match, or LA Knight sucks in the ring, or this, or you can say whatever you want. That match sounds way fucking better. And LA Knight is a lot more over and believable as a world champion than Damian Priest. I'm sorry.
People still fucking love the guy, and what did the company say a year ago?
They tried to set him up.
They tried to set him up, talking about, oh, this is just a fluke. He's just a flash, and still getting those big ass pop. Come on, guys.
I don't get it. This guy is not a fucking world champion. And as for fucking Paul, why in the blue hell did we have to go through all of that to make CM Punk and Drew McIntyre a blood feud when it was already a fucking blood feud? Was WrestleMania and, I don't know, screwing him over in front of his hometown not enough? I mean, you fucking went out here and fucked around and wasted the Money in the Bank briefcase in 2024, bro. You wasted the shit. And you could have put it on fucking Chad Gable and had him be a really fucking good Mr. Money in the Bank, I think.
He would have been phenomenal as fucking Mr. Money in the Bank. But you wasted it. Now you can't do anything with that thing for another year. Because you just wasted it in a single night. I hate when they do that and win, let alone when they do that and fucking lose.
I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I don't understand. But otherwise, as Durante asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante? Logan, Man Ray, JT, Durante. How the hell are you guys doing? My biggest hater, Belle. I know she's probably sleeping, but when she's watching the replay, my replay mafia, Belle, JT, JB, thank you guys for being here as always, man. And yeah, bro. Dude, see, this is the third year in a row, 2 of them being booked by Triple H, where the show, the Money in the Bank ladder match is fucked up. 2022 it was Austin Theory when it should have fucking been Seth Rollins. Last year sparked a whole different fucking episode of problems that I'm still trying to fucking deal with and get through. Thankfully, I only have 1 month left to this day. And this year, he does it again, and he fucks up the briefcase again. And, I mean, last year he didn't necessarily fuck up the briefcase, he just fucked up the winner. This year, he fucked up the winner and the briefcase.
Yep.
I don't understand why you couldn't have given it to Chad Gable. You could have had Chad Gable go after Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. You could have had Chad Gable go after Cody. I mean, I don't know about that. I would just rather have him go after Gunther. But also, if you want Gunther to go into maybe Berlin, a babyface, it would make sense to maybe do some pump fakes or even have Chad Gable cash in Berlin to still make, Gable, a heel or whatever. Or maybe you have Gable go for the IC championship just to be a prick. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I mean, if you really don't believe in the guy as a world championship, you can do that. You can do that. Personally, I wouldn't. No. I would say go after the world championship any day. But what I'm getting at is there was a story that they could have put in line for Chad Gable. There was a story they could have put in line for Chad Gable, and everybody was saying throughout the Money in the Bank ladder match, oh, there's going to be too many interferences, this and that, Logan Paul, Wyatt Six, Bloodline, CM Punk, all this stuff. None of them ended up happening.
Nope.
So I do not understand why. One of my suggestions, I think it was a little too early, but one of my suggestions was maybe the Creed brothers help him win it.
I don't like that.
That would have been nice. But no, they went ahead and they did what they did, and they wasted the Money in the Bank contract this year, and it's a concept I was genuinely looking really forward. When Triple H took over again, Money in the Bank was one of those things I said to myself, wow, okay. I'm excited for Triple H to have a shot at this. And it's been rather disappointing. He always fucks something in it up.
Exactly, man. It never fails to be fucked up, man. I don't understand. And Logan, Gable and Gunther, it's going to get its finish in 2028. You know how Triple H works, man. We're going to get it in 3 years.
Yeah. I'll probably get it at that Minnesota SummerSlam, because that's Gable's hometown.
Fucking probably, man. I mean, what's with all this waiting game, man?
It's infuriating.
It is, dude.
It's infuriating. Again, man, Gable had a story that they actually could have really expanded on, and you could have even done shit where, Gable was going to cash in the briefcase, but it's either the Wyatt Six or it's somebody else that fucks it up, to the point where maybe Gable's a little scared himself to cash in because he feels like he's going to lose it because everybody keeps fucking with him. You know what I mean? So what you could have did was have him recruit the Creed brothers to have him protect and successfully try to manage the briefcase. And I think that would have been a really nice story.
I think that would have been good.
A lot of people keep saying, well, you can't put it on Gable because it's going to make Gunther look like a scared champion. You could turn that around on Chad Gable and have people scaring him.
Yeah.
You could have people scaring him into,
where he needs the protection.
Exactly. You could have people scaring him into using the briefcase and have him recruit the Creed brothers to help him. To help him keep the briefcase. And again, you can have him go out for a cash in with Gunther. You could have him go out for a cash in with Gunther and have Gunther, beat the shit out of him before he gets the chance to cash in. So you could just have him be you could just have him be very scared. And once he gets the Creed brothers, he's finally able to get the upper hand on somebody and actually help him. Exactly. That's what I don't understand by a lot of people's argument is, well, you can't have Gunther walking around as a scared champion because
he wouldn't be scared.
He wouldn't.
he would think Gable's a bitch for, not announcing his cash in, but he'd always have eyes in the back of his head. He'd always be ready. It would have been even better if they would have kept fucking Fabian Eichner with him, because then he would have two guys to help his back, while Gable also had two guys to help his back. But he still has fucking Giovanni Vinci, or whatever the fuck his name is. Or wait, no, that's Fabian. Ludwig. God, I hate their names.
The Rise of the Kaiser.
But he has, not only is Gunther the type of guy to have eyes behind his back, he's got someone to have eyes behind his back too. He's not afraid.
I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Yeah. I would absolutely be fine with like a 2-year Gunther reign, just not now.
No, this isn't the time.
Yeah, it's really not. And that, I think, the Money in the Bank loophole would have been perfect for somebody to beat him where he doesn't look weak.
Yeah.
You could have, again, usually the Money in the Bank winner capitalizes on a downed guy. So the guy that's down and out doesn't necessarily look like a bitch when he loses because he got fucked over by Mr. Money in the Bank.
Especially when the Mr. Money Bank has two other guys behind him to help put in the work. Someone can take care of Ludwig, while two of them take care of fucking Gunther, and he fucking gets it. It's great. It would have been perfect.
And then, again, you also had easy loopholes out with Gunther losing the rematch because Gable, again, would have the Creed brothers.
People behind his back, and he's got people that outnumber Gunther and fucking his group.
And this new academy, the whole point of him getting new backup is to win and hold the title. That would be the IC title, but
it could change into the world title if he got the opportunity to win the Money in the Bank. He could say things have changed. He could say, yeah, I still want the IC title one day. That's on my list. I'm going to have to grab that. But now I got an opportunity for something else. You could still make the IC title look good and go for the world. It's not an impossible task here.
I don't understand, bro. I genuinely don't understand what he's doing sometimes, man. I really don't. It leaves you with more questions, bro. It leaves you with more questions as to just what the fuck are they doing, man. And I really think they missed the mark again. And it's so easy to see these things, man. It's so easy to see these things, and I don't understand how he figured adding more depth to the story that ultimately didn't need it. The story was already a made feud. People were talking about the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. People have been hyped about that all fucking summer.
Exactly. People were already hyped. It's already a feud that people are excited for and know are going to happen. And also, they're teasing, what they did tonight added layers to the Seth and CM Punk feud. You didn't even need to add layers to that. We literally didn't get it earlier at Mania, so you have the free excuse to go at it again. You didn't need to add layers to any of this. You had opportunity to add layers to something new, and you added layers to already existing things. It was so fucking pointless. Tonight was completely pointless.
It should have been, this is how I would have booked it, it should have fucking been Gable wins the briefcase because Punk screws Drew McIntyre out of, the Money in the Bank match. Gable gets the briefcase. And again, I would do the thing where Gable is freaked out by the Wyatt Six and everything, but now it's more serious because now he has a briefcase. So now he actually has something he needs to protect. So he's going to expedite needing help, and he's going to really, get the Creed brothers on his side, and he's going to really, take them under his wing a lot sooner because he needs the help, really badly. I would have had Punk screw Drew McIntyre out of the match. You set it up perfectly with the Judgment Day little backstage thing they did for, and this is what I would have done for the world title match, Finn Balor to not get involved at all. Maybe he comes on the ramp and he stands there. Maybe he doesn't even do that. Damian Priest loses clean by Seth Rollins. Finn Balor comes out there, gets in the ring to try to, console Damian Priest and help him. Damian pushes him, and he's pushing him, and he's mad, and Finn's just, you could just hear Finn telling him back, dude, you told me not to help. And then, you could have Damian Priest, hit him, or you could have Finn hit him, or whatever.
Or you could have the rest of the group go, hey, technically he's not even a member anymore. And I start beating his ass. I would love that one. That would be the way I would do it. Because at that point, he's not a part of the group. So you're pushing him, man. You're not in the same group with no more. That's free game.
I would have done something like that, man. Because then you're at SummerSlam, bro. You're looking at Finn and Damian. You're looking at Rollins and Gunther. You're looking at Drew and CM Punk. Yeah, and you're looking at that kind of stuff. And then obviously what they set up in the main event, you're looking at Solo versus Cody, which I'm fine with. I don't know. It's it's incredibly head scratching, man. I just did not understand the decisions that took place tonight. It just, again, like I said, dude, it leaves you with a lot more questions than answers, and it sucks.
It does. It's really annoying, and because I'm just sitting here thinking constantly about what they could have and should have done, and this is what we got. It feels like nothing has been accomplished tonight that isn't already accomplished. Just more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Dude, it really, yeah. Logan says Damian versus Gunther and Solo versus Cody is making the mid-card titles look better. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Because now, for Damian versus Gunther, I'm more excited for Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Same. 100%. The only reason I'm excited for Cody and Solo, don't mistake me. When I say I'm fine with that match, I mean,
of the match.
Yeah, I mean I'm fine with that being the main event because I know why that's in the main event.
For Roman.
And that's why I'm fine with it, because we all know Cody and Randy was probably going to be the penciled in SummerSlam match, but Triple H looked at it, he said, "Oh, okay, maybe we do Solo versus Cody because that'll be out for Roman to show up in the main event, and to close SummerSlam, we could close with Roman Reigns because obviously you only have that in the end of SummerSlam, and you do that, and so on and so forth." But that's the only reason I'm fine with Cody and Solo is, again, not because of the match, but it's just because Roman's coming back, so obviously that's the big thing everybody's looking forward to. But yeah, again, like Sir K said, man, I'm very excited. I can say with 100% certainty I'm way more excited for Logan Paul and LA Knight than fucking Gunther and Damian Priest any day of the week, bro.
Literally, man. I cannot wait.
Damian fucking Priest.
It's such a lame match, dude.
What the fuck? What is that shit? That is... God, that's awful. I hate that. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is 100% my fault. But WWE's gotta really put it on the main promotional poster when the show starts. Or I'm sure they do. I just don't look. They gotta say when the show starts, because...
And they gotta stop switching hard times up. That's the problem.
And what also doesn't help is with the international shows, I always get so confused on when these shows start. It is crazy work, bro. It is crazy work. Man, I thought the show started at 7. Mm-hmm. Because I was thinking I was up an hour early for Clash at the Castle just to find out that the show started an hour later. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because of the 2-hour pre-show. Tonight, it was about 5:30. I thought the show started at 7. I found out, again, 30 minutes before the show went on air that it was on at 6. Again, it's probably my fault. I probably got to get better at reading the posters. But, man, with the constant time changes, it really fucks me up, man.
I'm telling you, man. It really fucks me up.
Yeah, it really does, bro. But, anyways, Money in the Bank was taking place from the Scotiabank Arena, or the OVHO Arena.
Oh yeah, I saw that after the show, Logan.
What did he say?
He told us to start time at like 3 o'clock. Sometimes, bro, I swear I just don't get IG notifications, man.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm so sorry I didn't see that. Sometimes my notifications just get so filled from like Twitter, the other IG group chats we're in, that it just fucks everything up, dude.
Yeah.
But my bad.
Manager Logan, I'm sorry,
I'm
bro.
so sorry.
I'm sorry, dude.
You should have I think you did like triple text us, but
Oh my god, I gotta look at this.
I think he sent like 4 texts about it. God damn it. I'm sorry, dude. It was like 4 of them. We're shitty friends. It's
Dude,
okay. I'm a shitty friend.
Jesus, bro, I'm sorry.
He knows it.
I'm very sorry, dude. God damn. My bad, Manager Logan. My bad. Dude, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me, bro. Forgive me. I wasn't sure if that was something on my screen or something on my shirt. Okay, it's off. Yeah, so this took place from Toronto, the Scotiabank Arena, or as I like to call it, the OVHO Arena. What did you think of the crowd, bro?
Yeah, they weren't. I've seen worse. I'll tell you that. I watched Dynamite. I've seen worse.
2018 Raws?
It's just that's a solid American crowd, but in the summer, even solid America crowds are lame because you're so used to these crazy over the sea crowds that even like a decent, well, it's not American, but it's North America, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you get so used to just the bumping fucking European crowds that even a solid crowd feels quiet.
Yeah.
And they were quiet at points, but they weren't bad. But when in the winter, this would be a great crowd. In the summer, it doesn't pair up to other pay-per-views, man. But they were all right. They were shitty at times. Fucking Andrade's pop is legendary because of how shitty it was.
Oh my god.
It was literally just,
Dude,
it was horrible, dude.
that was rough.
But it wasn't great. But it wasn't. It was. I've seen way worse. So I'm used to Dynamite. So.
Well, the problem in Dynamite is that the fans
like
that are
2,000 people.
Yeah, the fans that are there make noise. It's just that there's only 1,000 of them in the arena, so it's not like the noise counts any.
Horrible.
I thought the crowd was nice. I just thought they were a little bland, but that's probably my fault again because we have been just spoiled this summer.
Exactly.
When you look at, France, bro, fucking France. I mean, that was insane. That was insane shit, man. That was absolutely insane shit. From France. I've to this day I've never seen anything like that. And then Scotland was very good as well. So we've had some really good crowds this summer. I just can't get over how insane France was to this day. Oh my god, Andrade got fucking crickets.
He got and it doesn't help that his fucking intro and song is so ass. And it's just no noise whatsoever. It's just, it was so bad, dude. I feel so bad for that man. Give that man his old fucking theme back, man. And just, goddamn, that was so sad. That was just sad.
I'm left asking myself, why the fuck hasn't Triple H put him with Zelina Vega yet?
I don't understand, man.
I don't understand that I don't understand that at all. Why is this guy still trotting out here looking like Black Mask coming out to fucking
Nothing.
this
Not a peep.
grungy intro and
Even the crickets weren't making noise. That's how boring they were.
oh my god, why is this guy not with Zelina Vega, bro? Isn't Triple H aware that's what made it click for him in NXT in the first place?
He needed a talker. That was the point. He needed a talker to fit his, aura and style, and he had one, and it was the perfect combination. He still needs that at the end of the day, he still does. He still needs a talker.
I don't know what Triple H figured would change. I mean, not much has changed. I mean, he speaks a little better English, but he still needs Vega there. He still needs Vega there. And I mean, bro, if you look, trust me, Zelina Vega, I'm sorry, all due respect, bro, she's not anything special in the ring to the point where you can't put her with Andrade because she's gotta do single stuff in the women's division. No. That is not the case. They gotta break the LWO up, fucking send her over to SmackDown, and put her with Andrade. That's what made it click in NXT, and you would think Triple H, of all people, would remember that, being that he booked the shit, and it fucking made him one of the best NXT champions there was.
Literally, man. He was phenomenal, man. I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so low still.
I don't understand that not one bit. But yes, I thought the crowd was nice. I just thought the crowd was... I just think maybe we've been a little too spoiled this summer overall.
Oh, 100%.
So, to open the show, we got this match. Man, we got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso came out from the crowd real quick. For pay-per-views, I like him coming out from the crowd. It's a little played out though when he does it every time.
Exactly.
It gets a little lame, I can't lie. It gets a little lame when the guy does it every single time he comes out there. So I'm going to need him to knock that off. That is just...
See, it's already played out, man.
Yeah, a little bit, bro. So I love Jay, but I would like the normal entrance every now and again too, and not the entrance where he runs to the fucking ring,
fucking slanted,
yeah,
fucking doing that shit,
yeah, swaying from side to side. Again, for pay-per-views, you know,
for
you want
pay-per-views, I dig it.
Yeah, you want to get a nice atmosphere in there, okay. But every time, it's a little much. I think it's a little overproduced.
I think so.
To have him come out through the crowd every single time, like I said, I think it's a little stupid, to be honest. But overall, yeah, I'm gonna need him to go back to just the entrance where he comes out from gorilla position, where, and again, the one where he actually takes his time, not the one where he fucking runs down to the ring. If you guys remember when he first started doing that entrance, he actually took his time to get down the ramp, and he didn't jog to the ring, swaying from side to side. But
like it's me fucking falling in the street.
Yeah, seriously. LA Knight still as over as ever. Somebody
get a title on this man, bro. Fuck. Fucking, why do you have to wait until this year's SummerSlam to get a fucking title? A mid-card title at that. God, we shouldn't even wait this long for a world title. Over as shit still. And the theme song grew on me, guys.
It did. I looked over and this man was humming the shit.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
I was like, what?
And that's what happens when you get used to so much Def Rebel garbage, where even stuff you didn't like at first becomes good. That's how bad everyone else's theme song is. Yeah. You know, Chad Gable's song was like that. And, well, I never, not really. I never hated Chad Gable's song. I just never listened to it. That shit is a banger. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's a banger. It's a very just Kurt Angle 2.0 type song. It is. But yeah, man, LA Knight, man, still literally a year after they were trying to say he was a flash in the pan, he was a fluke, he was this, he was that. Literally after all of that, he is still over as a motherfucker. Over.
Crazy fucking over.
Is LA Knight. Literally, dude. And, yeah, a year after they tried to say he was a flash in the pan, He wasn't a star or whatever they thought he was. He's still there. He's still there, man. He's still there. So yeah, it makes them look very silly. But unfortunately, man, this wasn't his year either. Last year should have been his year. Man, the match itself was very good. It just felt a little short.
Dude, it felt so short. It felt like it didn't even kick into gear. It just ended. Fucking have to wait a year and a half, man.
Yeah, good things come to those who wait, apparently. Fucking LA Knight's been fucking waiting forever.
Gotta wait fucking a year and a half for the fucking US title.
A year and a half for the United States Championship.
Holy shit, man.
Man, that's insane. That's insane. And if they made us wait this long for the mid-card title, imagine when it's time to move LA Knight up to the fucking World Heavyweight Champ or the WWE Championship.
Well, we ain't waiting until they build that new arena in Chicago when we get that Mania. That's when we're gonna get that shit in fucking 2032.
Good lord.
Fucking 8 years from now.
The match itself, yeah, it was good. It was good for what it was, man. It was good for what it was. It felt it was 16 minutes. I personally would have liked if they would have gave them another 15 minutes or at least another 10 minutes.
Yeah, at least another 10. 16 minutes is not long enough for the match that this whole pay-per-view exists for. Come on.
And also, too, back in NXT TakeOver days, those shows ended at a decent time, and
they still had, like, how long was that first North American ladder match? That was like 40 minutes.
That's exactly what I was going to get to. They fit 2 40-minute matches on that show, and the show was still 3 hours.
Hey, come on, guys. And the other matches didn't feel lackluster. I don't remember much, but I can remember that. Like, it's possible. I don't know why you shafted this match for time.
Exactly. I know it's doable.
Just to do pointless Trish Stratus segments in between the show. I don't understand why you shaft time out of matches for stuff like that on your pay-per-view. I don't understand.
Me neither. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. But I mean, I know there was, a promo in there that took up a little bit of time. But again, I've seen ladder matches go 40 minutes, and that honestly, bro, was probably the best ladder match I've ever watched.
To this day, I still say that.
Yes, that was, man. Ricochet, EC3, Velveteen Dream, Killian Dane, Lars, and Adam Cole, I think were all the members in there.
Now, after Ricochet, none of them are still in the company.
Heartbreaking.
Crazy. They were all the fucking future. Well, we know what happened for some of them. But for others...
Lars hanging out on Reddit.
He was, man.
He was.
Too many people are.
He was hanging out with the Reddit freaks. But yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. It really sucks. Again, like Sir K said, man, that was,
man, the best ladder match still to this day.
Yeah, and that was what, 6 years ago now?
Fuck, man, 2018.
Man, what a good year that was.
Oh, let's go to year, man.
Man, yeah, they were the future, bro. And then, yeah, some of them want to control their own narrative.
That company's still around? I think he's at... No, it's not. He's in NWA now.
Yeah. Others wanted to be booked like shit while simultaneously getting injured every couple months, and we haven't seen much of him since he debuted at All Out in 2021. What a fucking dud Adam Cole's been in AEW. Then you look at Dane not doing anything. Velveteen Dream, hopefully he's close to getting some sort of second chance in the company. Yeah, Lars is probably still hanging around on randyblue.com. So, what a crazy, man, it's crazy how everything turned out, bro. It's crazy how everything turned out, man.
Good God.
Yeah, he's hanging around. He's hanging around on the dark parts of the internet is Mr. Lars Sullivan, man. Lifting the roof off the place.
He is, man.
But But yeah, bro. But yeah, dude, he's
It's
man,
crazy, but
he's something, bro. Lifting it down, bro.
he is, man. But 2018, man. Now, to this day, I think there was one ladder match like a year or two ago that came close. Don't remember. I think there was one. But man, to this day, best ladder match I've ever seen, man. And this one was no different, man. It just felt too short for me, man. 16 minutes for the match that this show revolves around. For the match, yeah, I said it right. Come on, man, come on. Another year, in my opinion. Well, another show, in my opinion, about what has been around the last year. We're under Triple H, man. The women's major gimmick match played out much better than the men's, man. War Games, Rumble, fucking Chamber, and now Money in the Bank, dude, is Triple H, bro. It's not that hard. And the sucky part is, it's all good people in the match.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber had good people. This match had good people. War Games is probably the best out of all these men's matches, to be honest. They just didn't do as much spots as the women's did. That was the only gripe with War Games for me. Other than that, the women's quality of these matches has been beating the men's, dude. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I pointed that out. I pointed that out. While we were watching the show. It's like, you look at all these, gimmicky matches that WWE does, all these specialty matches they do, War Games, Royal Rumble, Chamber, and now Money in the Bank. If you do want to count King of the Ring, personally I don't. That's a tournament, not really a match. The men's did beat them in that, I would say. Just based off fucking Ricochet
Winners.
and Ilya Dragunov alone.
Oh, yeah.
That tournament was better than what the women put together. But the matches, like I said, War Games, Rumble, Chamber, Money in the Bank, the women's shit has been better.
Way better.
All around, man. All around. I mean, it's not that the men's match was bad.
No.
But what the men's match lacked, and it's one of the most important factors of the match, is the right winner.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right winner, man, and that's what the men's match lacked, was the feeling of ugh when Drew McIntyre won the match, because we all knew what was about to happen, because WWE's had Drew McIntyre tell us the fucking outcome of the show for
like 4 weeks now, like 3 weeks.
That is exactly why I would have suggested CM Punk screw him out of the briefcase.
Because obviously that's what always happens in wrestling. The wrestler tells their outcome of what they think is going to happen. And nobody else got the chance. We didn't hear what Chad Gable would have done if he won it. We didn't hear what Jey Uso would have done if he won it. None of that, man. We only heard McIntyre, and he's the one that won. Making it fucking easy to guess who's going to fucking win.
Definitely, man. But Andrade, there was a spot in the match, man, where Andrade hit a leg drop on a hanging Chad Gable. His feet were hanging hanging from the ladder. Carmelo Hayes, as Andrade was climbing the ladder, came off the springboard with a clothesline. Dude, Andrade hit a reverse Spanish fly, or a back flipping. He had him in a neck breaker pose and did a backflip and landed him, and I'll just call it a Spanish fly, but Melo was turned the opposite way to where he was facing the same way Andrade was. These two landed on a ladder together. It was brutal. It was brutal, man. LA Knight, a little bit later in the match, gave a neck breaker to Chad Gable with the ladder standing face up.
Fucking brutal, man.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That was pretty rough, bro. That was pretty rough. Andrade, a little bit later in the match, hit his famous sunset powerbomb. He hit his famous sunset powerbomb onto Carmelo Hayes. Chad Gable gave a belly-to-belly suplex to LA Knight, who threw him on the ladder bridge. He He threw him on the ladder bridge that was between the ring apron and the announce table. So that took LA Knight out for the rest of the match. Chad Gable would then climb the ladder, and Jey Uso would take the ladder away from him and left Chad Gable hanging there. He left him hanging there. Gable would hang for as long as he possibly could until he fell from about 20 feet up. And thankfully, like Adam Copeland, he did not land 10 toes down. He actually took the proper bump.
Fucking able to curl up and fucking just hit the ground instead of fucking landing. Swing your fucking knees straight down. Fucking jump 20 feet and you land on your fucking feet, man.
Yeah.
Fucking edge, dude.
Seriously.
Ugh.
Seriously, bro. So Gable fell right on his face. Took Gable out for the rest of the match. This was Jey Uso's time to grab the briefcase. So as he was alone in the ring, he went to go to unhook the briefcase. Drew McIntyre grabs a ladder and fucking lawn darts the ladder at Jey Uso.
Ooh. And I saw from a fan's perspective, well, that hit his ass in the face. And some people are, but it hit his ass right in the face, dude. It was brutal, man. It smacked him right in the dome, man. He flew off the ladder. That shit was something else, man. It looked great.
It did. It really did, bro. It really did. It really did, man. It really did. Yes, it looked very good. It looked very good from our perspective. It looked very good. And Drew lawn darts the ladder at Jey Uso, and Jey Uso obviously fell. Drew McIntyre walked right up the ladder, unhooked the briefcase, and won the match, which obviously you guys know how I feel. I wanted Chad Gable to win the briefcase. I think you could have had a ton of fun with the briefcase on a chicken shit, just dickhead heel like Chad Gable. Him in his character right now, knowing
for Money in the Bank,
dude, knowing he has the briefcase, knowing he has the briefcase to expand on, and knowing he has just all the power in his hands, that being the Money in the Bank briefcase, he would have just been gold with the briefcase. And I don't know why you wanted to just give up on that, man. I don't know why you wanted to give up on that, because Damian Priest and all his pump fakes, Damian Priest wasn't meant to pump fake the briefcase that long, because he comes off as more of a badass heel.
Yeah.
Right? Chad Gable as, just like I said, a little chicken shit dickhead.
Oh, it would have been awesome to see him pump fake people, dude.
Dude, for him to, like, because everybody always complained about Priest coming out and then
not doing anything.
Dude, Gable with that would have been amazing. He would have been fucking hilarious. Because, again, when Gable fucks up, he's so delusional, he thinks that was a part of his plan. I mean, look at what happened this past Monday with Jey Uso. You know, Jay's whooping his ass. You know, all Gable does is roll out of the ring, and he starts talking shit again, as if he didn't just get his ass whooped.
Exactly. He pretends at the lesson. He would pump fake someone, and then on the next Monday Night Raw, he'd be like, yeah, see, they're not ready. I was just showing how ready they are for when I cash in. Like, dude, that shit's gonna be hilarious, bro.
It would have been so funny.
His character is literally built for Money in the Bank, dude. It would have been perfect. His pump fakes would have been hilarious, and it would have secured his cockiness and fucking gave a reason for him to still be cocky.
Yeah.
To continue, and Gunther would have been champion. It would have been so perfect. They had it in their hands, and they gave up. All for something that already happened. Like Logan says, Drew better kill CM Punk. He already did. What happened with 3 fucking SmackDowns ago? He literally killed CM Punk. How is he gonna kill him worse than he already did? Like, he already has his bracelet around his wrist. So, like, how do you make it worse? You literally have to kill the guy. Like, how do you escalate things?
Yeah.
I don't understand, dude. I think it's a dud. I think you wasted it on something that didn't need it, for something that could have been so perfect with it, man. It's so frustrating.
My man Gotti
What's up, man? How you doing?
My man, how the hell are you, bro? How the hell are you, dude? Congratulations on the engagement, my man. I'm very happy for you.
Congratulations.
Very happy for you, my brother. And yeah, dude, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Very, very happy for you, dude. Very happy for you. And always, bro, thank you for popping in. Always.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So, dude, could you just imagine Chad Gable runs out with the briefcase, gets like kicked in the head, and then he's up on the ramp talking about how stupid the champion is? Bro, that like it just seemed like the briefcase was fucking made for a guy like Chad Gable.
It really was, dude. Because that's the shit I want to see with Money in the Bank people. And throughout the year is them with it. And they uses their character and it fits their character. It didn't fit Damian Priest. He looked like a dumb fuck every fucking week, dude. It was lame. It was stupid. But with people like Chad Gable, it would have been great. People like LA Knight last year would have been great. Him fucking with people, that would have been great, dude. And that cash in that Mania with LA Knight would have been so... Dude, it would have been legendary, bro.
LA Knight running to the ring on a heel champion just to stop and like laugh at him and walk away. Bro, come on, dog. You can't tell me that wouldn't have been fucking great shit.
It would have been fucking phenomenal, man. Oh, that shit.
Fucking stupid, bro. Stupid, man. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. My man Gotti, bro. I think they made a lot of horrible decisions tonight, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're definitely giving them a lot of hate, bro. For sure.
I am, man. I am. And at this point, if Drew don't go 3-0 against Punk, man, he's a bitch. Because you have to at this point. There's no way. You can't have him he got so many one-ups on him at this point. He has to just decimate him through the fucking feud. Because that's the character you built. And what happens after the feud?
And dude, in terms of interferences, bro, I thought when Chad Gable had his hands on the briefcase, that would have been the perfect time to start hearing the Wyatt 6 piano.
Yes.
I thought that would have been perfect, being that, you know, he's deathly afraid of them, but he swears he's not.
And it would have stunned him, and he wouldn't have had the reaction to just grab it while he's up there.
Yep.
And one thing about these Money in the Bank ladder matches that I noticed, and I think they did it last year, they did it this year again, the camera. You know, I love the camera angles WWE does lately. They're phenomenal. They're great. But one thing I noticed, and that pissed me off, is when you're watching a Money in the Bank ladder match, you know who's exactly going to win it because they do the close-up shot of them grabbing the briefcase. Every time someone's about to win it, they do the close-up shot, them grab it. I like the shot, but they got to start doing that shot for people that are going to fail to grab it and get, like, knocked down.
Yeah.
Because
they did it in the women's.
They did it in the women's, too. The second they did that close-up shot of Tiffany, you knew she was going to win. I knew it that second.
No, the women's, they didn't do it.
No, they did.
No, Tiffany's shot was more from the ground. It wasn't the typical hard cam zoom in. That's why I like that one.
Okay, I thought it was pretty close enough to call it that.
Because they did it for Chelsea. They zoomed in, and I was like, bro, is she about to win? And then you see her, like, fly back. But Tiffany's was more like a look-up shot.
Okay.
I like that one.
But for Drew, this didn't do it for anyone else. The second it got the close-up camera on Drew, you knew he was going to win.
Yeah, the men's was the typical hard cam zoom in.
Yeah, and the shot looks good for the winner. It does look good. You have to do it for other people, too, like they did with Chelsea Green. Mm-hmm. Did not like that with the men's.
For sure. I actually really like that about the women's was... There was a moment where I was like, dude, no fucking way they're not going to give the briefcase to Tiffany. Because it zooms in on Chelsea, and then all of a sudden, you see her let go, and I'm like, And then you just see her, you know, see Chelsea push, or Tiffany pushing the ladder over, and she fell through the tables. But then Tiffany got a different one where the cameraman was standing on the floor and shooting her.
Yeah, I didn't even notice she was on a separate ladder. I thought she was on the ground pushing her for a second. And then I got that second camera shot of her on the other ladder pushing the other. That was actually really good now that I remember that.
Yeah.
But for the men's, it was really annoying because you knew the second the close-up shot that it was Drew, man. It was so anticlimactic.
Every single year Sir Kay goes, oh, he's gonna win it, and he always does, whoever it is, because it's the typical hard cam.
Close up shot.
Close up, unhook. Every year Sir Kay calls it, and it happens for the men at least. But yeah, even for the women, I mean, other than this year was actually something different. But yeah, bro. Yeah, so did not really appreciate WWE putting the briefcase on Drew McIntyre. I just thought
it was a waste.
I thought it was a huge waste, man. I thought WWE absolutely missed the mark on Chad Gable being Master in the Bank. I think he would have just been an amazing fucking. That's what works best with the Money in the Bank briefcase is chicken shit heels.
That's the whole point. Is that you can't win the 1-on-1. Well, you can, but you've been down on your luck. It's hard to. You're going through some shit, so you need that edge, and that's what it gives you, man. Gives you that sudden edge, and you win it.
Yep. Didn't like it, man, but we'll expand on this a little later in the night because we're not done talking about the Money in the Bank briefcase, as you guys know.
Even though after tonight, we are done. Yeah. That's a fucking problem.
Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the IC Championship. Dude, this was so funny. Braun's making his entrance. Dude, I'm so tired of them having fucking Gable be... That's one thing I fucking hate about, like, chicken shit heels is... Why can't they be chicken shits but win?
That's the thing that none of these companies get about a chicken shit heel. They're supposed to be mental losers, not actual losers. They're supposed to be mental, like, sore losers, where they are a loser and they can't handle it, so they cheat. Not all the time, because that gets annoying. But at the end of the day, they can win. That's the whole point of a person like Chad Gable. The fact that he is a heel is why he loses. But you have to, like, do a good balance, and they don't do a good balance. He's just a fucking big match loser. Fucking lost the fucking IC title, like, 4 times, and then lost this.
Bro got, like, 6 IC title matches this year. 4 of them were against Sammy.
It's like, come on, man.
Jesus. I don't understand. And don't fucking tell me good things happen to those who wait.
Because I'm fucking afraid.
I'm fucking tired of them. It's like you're missing the mark on so much good shit because you want to move with the whole you gotta wait idea about everything.
The momentum matters the most.
Yes.
That's what makes someone special, is the momentum they have, and you fucking give up on their momentum all the fucking time.
Everything in WWE nowadays is a test.
It's a test. You gotta test this.
We can't put the title on this guy. We gotta test and make sure he's not a flash in the pan.
Because you know what? Even if someone is a flash in the pan, it was great while it fucking lasted, man. And I'd rather have the great memory and the great experience than just building up to something that's just nice. Moments matter. I want to feel something.
Absolutely. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, man. Braun was coming out, and I said, oh no, here comes this shitty Def Rebel song.
They changed it. And I like it.
And it actually, from what we heard on television, obviously I don't think
we gotta play it back. And yeah.
I don't think anybody's heard the full version yet, other than Def Rebel and WWE. But from what we heard,
it's all right.
From what we heard, the match was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. It was definitely a lot better than whatever the hell he was just coming out to a couple months ago.
Exactly, it's better than what he had. Obviously, real music will always be better. About someone by, like, a real artist or a real music producer. But, it was fine. It was way better than the shit he was coming out to.
Yeah. Yeah, that... Ooh. Talk about generic. The match... Yeah. The match sort of was a little...
It was alright.
It definitely... took a while to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while to pick up, and this one only went 13 minutes. And yeah, it took a little while, probably through about half of the match, to actually kick into the next gear. And once it did, it was okay. Braun went to spear Sammy and do the spot, where he runs around the ring and spears him. The same spot that they did on Monday. Sammy leapfrogged him, just like they did on Monday. And Braun ran into the steps, but he caught himself before because, if you guys seen on Monday, he ran right into him and messed up his shoulder. He catches himself. He throws Sammy on the announce table. He jumps from the ring apron onto Sami Zayn. He jumps and clothesline Sammy onto the table, and Braun falls onto, over where the announcers sit. He gets up limping.
Man.
He gets up limping, and he's kind of like touching his knee. And he gets up limping. He gets Sammy in the ring, and he went to spear him, and Sammy countered it. Or he went to run at him to do something, and Sammy countered it and hit him with an exploder. Goes to hit him with the haluva kick, and Braun hits him with a jumping knee. He then got in the corner to spear Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn big booted him. He big booted him and hit him with an exploder, hit him with a haluva kick, and pinned him clean.
If he is injured, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with someone getting pinned clean if they're injured. Mm-hmm. And I think to an extent he is, because there was points after, he started limping where I was like, all right, if he does this, it's just a part of the match. Like, there was a point where he, picked Sami Zayn up to do something after that, and I was thinking, all right, if his, knees give out for the spot, I think it might be a part of the match, but it didn't. The only time he, limped or nothing is when he was just, away from Sami Zayn, just walking, and I kind of looked at his knee. To me, it looked like, it might not be too serious, because I think we would have hit it in the news by now, but I think he might be at least tweaked his knee. To me, it looks like it.
Definitely. It looked like he did something. To his knee. I just did not think.
It was shocking that he got pinned clean.
It was very shocking that he got pinned clean. I did not expect that whatsoever. I really hope he's not hurt.
I hope not.
Because there was a spot, like I just read off here, where he goes to spear Sami Zayn, and I was saying to myself, if he stumbles on the spear, then he's probably injured, or probably working. Mm-hmm. He's probably working it because they want to play to Sammy beating him because he
tweaked his knee or something.
Yeah, he messed up his knee a little bit or tweaked it or whatever, but he went through with it, took the big boot, and took the exploder and the haluva kick, and that to me was, like I said, man, that was very, very, very shocking. In the sense of, I did not expect them to actually pin him clean here. I really did not. I'm fine that he didn't win the IC title yet.
It was too early.
It was definitely a little too early in his run, but it was early enough for Triple H to put him on pay-per-view and see how he does in these kind of scenarios. And the match didn't necessarily turn out the best, but I wouldn't say that was ultimately Braun's fault. I think
just time and chemistry. I think if he isn't injured and we get more of these matches, I think it is going to be one of these feuds where the matches get better with every match they have with each other. I think it would be one of those feuds.
For sure. I could absolutely see that. But with Braun, again, the match wasn't nothing special, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it was Braun's fault. I would maybe say that Sammy, and maybe he tried to wrestle a little too similar to Sammy's style.
Yeah.
He tried to wrestle a normal wrestling match instead of, doing what he's normally used to doing. A lot of his just high offense type moves. He got a little bit of it in, but not as much as we're used to seeing. But
because it was kind of weird, because, you know, commentary was on there talking about how he's at 100 miles per hour 24/7, and you're watching the match and he isn't. I felt like if he was, it would have been a better match.
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get more of the sense in this match that Sami Zayn's title was in serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Braun, I felt like he tried to wrestle a little too much of Sami Zayn's match, rather than wrestling his own style of match.
Exactly.
Definitely, man. But
It wasn't bad at all, though.
it wasn't bad. I was just shocked. I am
Yeah.
glad, though, that they did pin Breaker, because I would have hated to, make a thing about Braun where, he's undefeated and we got to keep this streak going. It brings me back to when they did this to Aleister Black back in 2017 or whatever it was. Yeah, end of 2017 when they pinned him on television. I said I liked that they pinned him to get it out of the way, and so you didn't have to continue to keep up with this winning streak or this undefeated nature behind Aleister Black. And I'm happy they did it with Braun here, because I really didn't want to dig deeper down the rabbit hole where, now here's another guy where we can't really pin very much, similar to like Gunther.
Because there's so many of those right now. Obviously, you can pin them, but, you got like Gunther. Roman's going to be coming back soon. You just got too many people like that at this point in time. So you don't want everyone to be like that. Because people can still lose and look strong, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, this was this for the IC title match. Yeah. Like I said, man, it was kind of just it was a little shocking for sure. It definitely took me aback. It definitely made my jaw hit the floor that they actually did it. But I am a little happy they did do it, because
It gets that out of the way.
We got guys like Roman, and we got those kind of guys on SmackDown, and then we got guys on Monday Night Raw like Gunther, who can't lose. So I'm very glad that they did get it out of the way for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, and like Logan says, he's getting pinned by Sami Zayn, so it's not necessarily. I mean, it's Sami fucking Zayn. He's the IC champ. It actually makes his reign look a little better.
Sami Zayn is someone I could have and should have seen pin Roman Reigns. So no, it's easily feasible for me.
For sure.
And here it is.
Damian El Campeon Priest.
Ugh.
Okay, let's stop right there.
You mean El Still Campeon Priest.
No, nobody ever called him Damian El Campeon Priest. Nobody says that.
It's Monday Night Raw where they all rise for El Campeon. Come on.
El Crapion is Damian Priest.
What do we say, man? Why?
Hold up.
Oh, God.
My bad.
Oh.
My bad. Hold on. This was actually the point in the show.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Hold up. My bad. This was the point in the show where Trish Stratus comes to the stage. That made me happy. I don't have to talk about Damian Priest for like another 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Trish Stratus comes to the ramp, and she just says a whole lot of nothing, but then she announces, random as hell, absolutely, I did not expect this whatsoever, again, random as shit, but she announces John Cena
I don't know why you needed her to be out there. I think it would have been a cooler moment if his music just hit.
Yeah. Cena comes out, and someone's a little off.
Yeah.
He had this look on his face, and then he opens up his towel, and that tells all the story.
Yeah.
He opens up his towel, and the towel says, "The last time is now." And I said,
Oh, fuck.
huh? Now, obviously, that's going to be an emotional ride. That's going to be a very emotional ride. First and foremost, the gear. If this man ends wearing the same colors of the gear, that is my favorite era of John Cena. The red 2011 CM Punk feud John Cena. Triple H is really tugging on my heartstrings there. Really badly.
I could see with Cena, every major pay-per-view appearance next year is going to be this version of all his past attires. Like the goodbye version of all his past attires. That's what I plus, they're going to want to sell the fuck out of this. I could definitely see something like that happen.
I mean, there's so many you could do. You got the green and yellow. You know, you got the orange, you got the purple, you got the fucking black, you got the green and white, you got the red and blue, similar to what he's wearing now.
I think they're going to just go through all his main colors in his last run with that, like, final goodbye version of the shirt.
Definitely. I will definitely have to be grabbing myself that farewell John Cena shirt, for sure. Mainly because I love... You know, I love Cena in red. I remember being a little kid and absolutely going nuts when I seen this man walk out on WrestleMania 27 because he was wearing my favorite color. And I just remember going nuts. But, man, this is going to be a ride. Oh, my Lord.
My boy.
Jonathan Fedna has hit the studio.
We get the rare appearance, man, of Fedna.
The Fed is back.
Let's get it. Great to see you, man. How you doing?
Dude, Jonathan Fedna, it is so awesome to see you here, bro. How the hell are you? Man, Cena, like I said, he comes out with this... He comes out with just this off look on his face, and like I said, he opens up his towel, and it says, "The last time is now." And then I start putting it together. On his shirt, it says Cena Farewell Tour 2025. And then he gets in the ring, as he's running to the ring, there's a door. And on the door, it says, "After this, you can't see me." And this is all starting to click, and I'm like,
yeah.
No. And then I got pissed because we were supposed to see his last WrestleMania match.
No, we don't get
in Minnesota at WrestleMania 41, and now we don't fucking get to see it. As well as what will most likely be the Bray Wyatt Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
I'm trying to go to Vegas. I think that one might be out the picture, but maybe.
26-hour drive is fucking nuts. Especially with stops and naps.
Fuck.
That's probably looking more like
at
at least a day and a half.
At least.
I'm talking do unscripted and hit the road right after, and we'll be there Wednesday morning.
Fuck. Damn.
That is crazy work. I can't lie.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that really is. However, he gets in the ring and he says, "I want to take a minute to thank everybody. I want to take a minute to thank everybody. I want to take a minute to thank the Toronto crowd. I want to take a minute to thank Canadians." He said he's always had his finger on the pulse, and he's always known when WWE is the hot ticket or when it's the cold ticket. And he says right now it's the hot ticket. So he says he's announcing his retirement. But why now? He says he's not retiring now Because in a couple short months, WWE is going to make history. WWE is going to be a part of Raw, or WWE is going to be taking Raw to Netflix. He announces he is going to be a part of it because that's historic and he wants to be there. He says, Royal Rumble 2025 will be my last. And I'm thinking to myself, huh? And then he says, Elimination Chamber 2025 will be my last. So I knew where this was going. And then he says, WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas will be the last WrestleMania that John Cena competes in.
Hey.
He says...
Fucking Logan. God damn it.
He says...
So to me, you take the title from one of you guys.
Yeah, take the fucking thing from
fucking
Jack Swagger or something.
Run that back.
Actually, Cena refused to have Jack Swagger cash the Money in the Bank briefcase on him in 2010.
Fucking goat.
So,
yeah,
turning it down, brother.
I wish Drew said the same thing.
Me too. Me fucking too. So, Cena announces that WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas will be his last WrestleMania he will compete in. When I heard that, I thought, okay, he's going to wrestle the last match of his career. He's going to retire at WrestleMania 41. But he did say, I will be here on the press conference to answer any and all questions you guys have about my retirement tour. He thanks the crowd again, and he thanks WWE for being his home and nothing. He's never loved anything more than WWE. We did find out on the press conference that he will not be retiring at WrestleMania 41 like I thought. He will be doing from January of 2025 to December will be his retirement tour.
Yeah.
Kind of lame. I don't know why he doesn't just start the tour now, or at least when he's done wrapping. I mean, he's probably got a full calendar till January, so that's probably why he's doing it. That's probably what works best for his schedule. But at that point, you might as well just bring this shit to Mania 42.
You might as well just start like halfway through 2025. You don't got to be there every week early 2026 and just end it at Mania. Mm-hmm. I don't really understand why you're not ending it at WrestleMania. How do you not end the most legendary career in history at their biggest show in history? That is something I really don't understand. His last match is going to be in December. What, he's going to have the last match on Raw? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. That's the thing that got me. But as for, I'm trying to see if I can find any new news on this. Okay, Cena says he would love the opportunity to capture the 17th championship, but emphasizes that the opportunity must be earned. He officially retires at the end of 2025, and we'll see him in a suit and tie. The jorts and iconic uniform will be retired. Cena says he'll be hoping to work 30 to 40 events as a part of the farewell tour in 2025. He says he can't wait for all the people who said he couldn't wrestle or he sucked to join the farewell tour in 2025. He confirms Mania 41 will be his last Mania, but he will continue to wrestle until the end of 2025. So we're going to get a whole entire year of John Cena, and man, it is maybe they do Survivor Series. I know they were just there in 2022 for Survivor Series in Boston, but if it does make sense for Cena to retire in Boston, then or maybe they run a special, maybe they add a pay-per-view.
So maybe they basically make him his own pay-per-view, his own Dubai pay-per-view. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they could very well do a John. I don't know what they call it, but they could very well very well do a John Cena farewell pay-per-view at the end of December, where obviously the main event is John Cena maybe defending the WWE Championship and dropping it against whoever, Cody or whoever he wants to face in his last match. But
Damian Priest.
that would not be good. But that is all the news on John Cena and his last match. And boy, is 2025 going to be an emotional fucking ride.
Oh, it is, man. It's gonna be one emotional year, man. Mania next year, coming up next year, man. It's gonna be emotional.
Yeah, I need Cena versus Cody. I need Cena. Those are the first three names that popped into my head too, as well, Logan. Cody, the Cody match, a Punk match, and another Orton match.
Definitely.
Yeah, I need another AJ match.
You got to get Gargano in there.
Oh, they could do a lot of stuff, bro.
They could do a lot of shit, man.
Bo Dallas.
Oh, exactly.
I think
would be a great one.
I think would be very cool.
You got a lot of people you could do, man.
There is a lot of people. But those are the main ones I think everybody wants to see. Cody, Punk, Orton,
The main ones.
Those kind of Roman. I would like to see another Roman match. What is the odds we get another Rock match? Maybe at one of the Saudi shows or something.
That sounds like a Saudi match.
Yeah.
Run it back for the third legendary time.
Third in a lifetime.
3 in a lifetime. Good lord.
Maybe we see the old brother come out of retirement to face John Cena. Brother.
I would love that shit. That would be so bad.
Maybe we see Cena versus Austin.
I would say we see Stone Cold.
There's a bunch of interesting.
Let's get Taker on those knees. Back out there,
dude,
man.
just stay home, bro, please.
Please stay home, Undertaker. Do not answer the phone call for my sake.
Bro, please don't do that.
I don't think my knees could take it.
Yeah, I don't know. There could be a lot. Maybe Cena shows up at Forbidden Door next year.
God. He would never.
Maybe he shows up at Wrestle Dynasty.
Wrestle Dynasty. For his sake, I hope he doesn't. Unless it's fucking full prime Kenny Omega, do not go, man. And I don't think we would get full prime Kenny Omega. So.
If Cena does want to do it, though, maybe he does go to, like, one of their Japan... Maybe he just does, like, a random Japan match or a random TNA match.
That would be dope.
Yeah, being that a lot of people... That used to be, like, a meme back in the day of, like, John Cena in TNA. Maybe they could give... Maybe they could finally give those people their wish.
Exactly. Fucking... Russell Kenny Omega.
Oh my god. In the Impact Zone. But no, there's a lot of cool stuff they could do. Obviously, some more realistic than others. But yeah, man. I'm sure most of it'll be in WWE. I'm sure all of it'll be in WWE, unless Cena really wants to do something elsewhere. But geeks, don't get excited. He's not showing up. He's not showing up on Dynamite.
We're just joking. That ain't happening.
He's not showing up at fucking Forbidden Door. He's not showing up at Wrestle Dynasty. He's not showing. Maybe he's gonna. Maybe his farewell match will be at Supercard of or Death Before Dishonor.
Death before. I think I'll die.
Maybe
before that.
Maybe his final match is gonna be at Final Battle.
Final Battle. That'll be my final battle with the Lord, because I will lose. Watching that. When you fucking watch him in Purgatory at ROH.
You can face JD Drake.
JD Drake.
You can face Cartwheel Jacob.
Yeah, Logan. Exactly.
Good. Maybe he'll face Eric Young.
His ass for me.
Yeah, fucking dork. Yeah, man. So, Cena announces that he will be retiring.
Fish radish. Well, yeah, we could get Bobby Fish versus John Cena. That shit would be heat. Where's the lie? Fish Stratus. I hope not.
Oh, man. Oh, Fedna. Where have you been? Where have you been, bro? Yeah. Yeah, man. So, that is like I said, man, that's the news on John Cena, and man, it is going to be a very emotional ride in 2025. Being that it's gonna be his last, bro.
It's gonna be insane, dude. It's gonna be so sad or emotional.
Oh, I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
fucking.
know this man is gonna be just out.
I'm gonna be crying like a fucking baby when I see that man retire, dude.
It's gonna be fucked. I'm gonna take so many pictures of him.
Now you're not invited anymore. But no, dude, I was tearing up listening to this fucking promo, just thinking about, man, this is the guy that got me into John Cena is the reason I'm sitting here today talking about wrestling, being an ignorant fuck or whatever Eric Young called us, ignorant idiots or
Ignorant clickbait fucks, whatever the fuck he said. I'd rather be a clickbaiter than bald, so.
I'd rather be a clickbaiter than Eric Young, I'll tell you that.
At least I got hair. I can say that.
But man, but yeah, I mean it's crazy thinking that again the guy that got me into professional wrestling, man, he's not gonna be, around. He's not gonna be coming around and doing, his silly little
stick.
One-off matches anymore, and it sucks. It sucks, but obviously it's something that we all knew had to happen eventually, and it is going to be a fucking.
Oh, that grave has been ready for that, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, Logan.
Logan buried the hell out of that man. There's a lot of people in that grave
Really
that Logan buried on Twitter, but that's the big, giant, extravagant headstone is Eric Young.
Yeah, that man didn't even say nothing back, bro.
No, he did. That's where he gave up and was blocked everyone. At least he blocked me, I think.
Yeah, he did. He blocked me too.
Yeah, I'm blocked by Sean Ross Sapp, so
Yeah.
I'm blocked by people. I'm blocked by CM Punk on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm blocked by a bunch of lame ass podcasters that don't have a fucking an intriguing show, that can't have an intriguing, interesting, entertaining show to save their life.
No, I have been relevant since 2019.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But anyways,
Anyway.
it's gonna be very sad, and it's gonna be an emotional ride. And again, I was teary eyed listening to him talk about it. Let alone, man, when we get to December of 2025, man, that's gonna be really fucking sad, bro. That's gonna be really fucking sad. And I hope everything goes well. After this, we get a Judgment Day backstage where Damian Priest, Jack Swagger, asks his group for no help. He asks the group, "Do not help me." He walks away, and Finn Balor has just got this really fucking annoyed look on his face. And he just says, "Whatever you say, boss, no help." Bro, was this not the perfect opportunity to have this guy lose the belt clean and then have Finn be like, "Well, motherfucker, you didn't want us to help, so this-" And he still looks like a fucking idiot because he got help anyway by fucking CM Punk. This fucking guy sucks. Anyways, here's the match.
Here's the fucked fest that is this fucking match.
So much wrong decision making happened in the span of 14 minutes and 40 seconds.
God damn.
The match was alright. Seth Rollins was busting out a lot of new moves. He had Damian Priest figured the fuck out, as I do. And
he was hitting V-triggers. He was hitting some shit, dude.
He was, bro. Damian Priest goes for a tornado DDT and starts wobbling on the ropes. Bro, this guy, oh man. He starts wobbling his ass off and Seth has to save him. We get fucking Undertaker chants.
Come on, man. Like, dude.
Hilarious.
How does anyone take this guy seriously, bro? I don't get it.
I sure as fuck don't.
You know what, Bell? I know you're not here live, but yeah, I know you're in the replay. What the hell was your guys' plan that you kept talking about? Because whatever it is, it ain't work. It failed. Because fucking CM Junk and fucking idiot McIntyre
They kept looking at the ramp throughout the match, waiting for Drew. Damian Priest is on all fours, and Rollins comes running from behind him and hits him with a curb stomp, which is a great near fall. It's a very good near fall. Rollins and Damian Priest trade Falcon Arrows, or attempt to trade Falcon Arrows. Seth finally ends up hitting his. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest did not kick out.
God. And from what everyone said about this, that was when they were supposed to hit Drew's music, is right before the third count, and they just didn't. But fuck, did that look like shit. That looked horrible. Because he won the match at the end of the day.
Rollins literally won the match.
He literally won the match right there.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And Puerto Rican Jack Swagger kicks
out, quote unquote.
Kicks out, exactly. He kicks out as the crowd is looking like, you fucking Puerto Rican Jack Swagger. What are you doing? I know that's what everybody was thinking.
Oh, everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Nope, they decided to put faith in Puerto Rican Jack Swagger to be the World Heavyweight Champ.
Look what happened, man.
Despicable.
I mean, I didn't botch a low blow, so you could botch worse, but fuck, man.
Don't get me started on that dude.
I believe they were right.
God. Damian Priest does not kick out, and like 5 seconds later, his music hits. I'm starting to think Triple H had his headset on, and he was looking up in the sky in gorilla position, and he was saying to himself, why the fuck have I kept the title on this fucking guy so long? And he missed
the cue.
Yeah, he missed the cue, and then he was like, oh shit, we gotta play the music. So he plays the music. Drew comes running out there, makes it a triple threat. Drew gets a tiny bit of offense in. Him and Seth kind of trade finishers. He hits Seth with a future shock DDT. He does 3, 2, 1, goes to hit him with the Claymore. And Chicago Phil.
He runs out there and starts beating him up. Who would have guessed? No way.
He fucks Drew McIntyre out of the winning Claymore. He starts hitting him with a chair as Drew McIntyre is running to the timekeeper's area. For what? I have no idea. I don't know why he was running away. I originally thought that he was going to retreat and run
completely away.
Which that was really going to annoy the piss out of me. Punk starts smacking him with the chair into the timekeeper's area. He grabs the camera cord and wraps it around his throat and starts choking him.
Like he's Jack Perry.
We all know what's at the brunt of Jack Perry's nightmares nowadays.
Was that right there? That like 5 seconds right there.
Yeah, he thought he was doing a responsible thing.
He just choked Drew a little bit.
Exactly. He didn't do anything wrong. Just choke somebody a little bit. And Drew, Punk grabs the World Heavyweight Championship, and at this moment, I thought to myself, don't tell me he's going to come to the realization if he wins, he's going to get a chance to take the title off of Drew. I was hoping that there was nothing like that, because he was looking at the title real weird, like he wanted it or something, and then he grabs the title, gets up on the ring apron, smacks Drew McIntyre in the head with it. Damian fucking Priest hits him with a South of Heaven because this guy cannot fucking win anything on his own. I mean, just look at his fucking face. He's not a good champion. He doesn't got the look. He doesn't got the booking to back his fucking championship reign up. Guy sucks. Yet again, Damian Priest is like The Miz. He cannot win a fucking match clean. to save his life.
He really can't, man. And I know that's going to play into what's probably going to happen on Monday. And I know Judgment Day will be like, you know, you didn't need our help, but you still needed help and shit. But, like, you've been telling the story for fucking months. Just move on, dude. Elevate. You're not elevating any stories. You're just continuing doing the same thing. Telling the same thing every week, every pay-per-view. You don't need to do that.
Not at all. Not at all, bro. He hits him with a South of Heaven. South of Heaven is the direction that Damian Priest's title reign has went all summer. Straight to fucking hell. At this moment, my buddy says to me, Rollins is in the ring. And I kind of seen a hand like Rollins had just jumped in the ring. And I'm hype. And I'm paying attention to Seth. I'm looking at the right corner of my screen because I'm like, oh, I'm about to see Rollins run up and fucking curb stomp fucking Jack Swagger. And I'm not even paying attention to the count. And then I just hear 3. And I'm like, I ran out of the living room.
He did.
I ran out of the fucking living room. I was so fucking irritated.
It was great.
It wasn't fucking great. This is because now, bro, oh my god, bro, now we have to get
Gunther.
Oh my.
And Damian, dude, that match is so ass, bro.
That means in 2 days' time, I have to watch
The face-off.
my god, a fucking face-off between Gunther and Damian Priest. Come on, dog.
That's so ass, dude.
So, Priest wins the fucking championship, retains the championship. The only thing that came good out of this that I liked was that Rollins kind of walked over to Punk and was just like, you motherfucker. Pretty much like, I'm not done with you. I did like that. I did like how Corey Graves stepped in the middle of it yet again.
I like that.
That was the only part that I did like. Just I looked at that as them just kind of letting us know, like,
They're still gonna do that match.
we understand, you know, the circumstances sucked and you guys didn't get the match, but you guys will get the match.
It's gonna come happen, probably at next Mania. Yeah, man, it's just setting up for lame shit at SummerSlam, where this is definitely gonna be the thing I care about least at SummerSlam is Damian Priest versus Gunther. That's probably gonna be the grab the fucking pizza match, because why would I watch that match?
Dude, if I couldn't have been in a worse mental state than watching Damian Priest retain this fucking championship, what does WWE go and do? Just to fucking crank my fucking knob way more? These fucks, play the graphic.
They hit the graphic.
At the bottom of the screen, you see SummerSlam Cleveland, Gunther, Damian Priest, World fucking Heavyweight Championship. And I said, I almost fucking threw up in my mouth.
Hit the graphic, Hunter.
At this point, I'm so tired of these promoters hitting graphics. Because when one hits the graphic, it's for somebody that they should not be fucking signing and absolutely just wasted money on. And the other fucking guy plays Gunther and Damian Priest.
It's horrible, dude. It's so ass. I don't give a fuck about that match.
God. Do you agree with Dax that TK should have hit the graphic for Lady Frost? What?
They need to do. You know what graphic they need to hit? The release list that's the fucking graphic they need to hit.
AEW. Insert talent name is #allreleased.
All released? That's goated. We're doing that whenever AEW guys start getting released. That's gonna be the title already. #all released. That's fucking phenomenal. They'll hate us. They'll fucking hate us, but I love it.
No media scrums for us.
No, not at all. But we're not getting invited anyway.
I was gonna say we'll be with the rest. We'll be with the rest of the honest people in the IWC that have gotten blackballed by by AEW for being honest.
Exactly. We will not be invited to any media scrum because we're honest and ask real questions.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, what a fucking shit show this was.
It was just...
Wow. You want to play me a fucking Damian Priest and Gunther ad?
Good lord.
Are you fucking with me right now? Are you serious?
Oh, he was. He was really fucking with you, man. And it was fucked. And it's so bad. And it's already the lamest part about SummerSlam. That's sad.
Fucking despicable. Oh, and back to Logan's question. I don't agree with half of the people that Tony Khan has signed. Half of these All Elite graphics that used to get me so excited are absolutely now some of the things that I dread in AEW. I'm excited for like Ricochet's, but like anybody else that Tony Khan fucking tweets out every other day, this person is All Elite. I sit there thinking to myself, why the fuck did he sign them?
Literally, what did Kenny Omega say? I wouldn't have signed 80% of you guys. Shit, same. I'm with you, Kenny. I wouldn't have signed fucking 80% of you guys either. Fucking hell.
Fucking Brian, fucking Keith,
fucking half of them, dude.
Yeah, half the roster would not be there if I was in charge, to be honest with you guys, man. I mean...
Oh, I'd love for takeover that company, man. Those fans would hate me. And I would love it. So many people getting fired. It's crazy. No, don't call me Vince, actually.
I did see the Immortal coming through the portal thing. That was a nickname. That was a... You know, Ricochet, when Ricochet used to come out, they used to say, you know, he's like an immortal coming through the portal. And if they have him debut as Prince Puma with a fucking mask, I'm sorry, that is horrible.
Oh, instant aura gone.
Yeah, he needs to come out as Ricochet or the goated Trevor Mann. Okay?
I could see him coming out. I think he owns Ricochet, though, so I don't think he needs to come out as Prince Puma, but... I could see him using the mask in the entrance, but I think he's going to be overall Ricochet.
I swear to you, if that man comes out with a fucking lucha mask on, and we all know damn well who it is, I'm going to lose my shit.
Of the thing.
Seriously. Yeah, that would be awful. But I did see the Ricochet, the portal things, and I think it's going to be Ricochet for sure.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. Yeah, I did not agree with this whatsoever. Again, they blew through the briefcase. They had Punk do something in a match that he could have realistically done in the beginning of the show. You could have told the story with Finn Balor that you told in a backstage segment before the match of Damian Priest specifically telling them, oh, well, I don't need your guys' help. Don't help me. Now, he can't even say, I didn't need your guys' help to win, because he got help to win. It just wasn't his boys, but it was...
He still got help. So I don't know, you're telling the same thing you've already been telling. Fucking go into the next gear of a story. It's not that hard.
And it especially doesn't look good because Priest wasn't even in the battle of the guys to win, because when Drew first cashed in, Priest was knocked out for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was not in that fight. It was just those two fighting, and he just came in and won. It's like, dude, it just looks bad. You're telling the same thing every week. Fucking change gear in the story, please. It's old. You're washed. It's over. In his own words, applied to himself. You're washed. It's over.
Who said that?
You don't remember that Damian Priest quote when he said that and it became a meme? You're washed. It's over. It applies to himself.
Who did he say that to?
I think it might have been Edge at the time. I think it was during like that whole, when they took over the Judgment Day thing. He said it to somebody, probably Edge. I don't remember, but it applies to himself now.
Yeah, it absolutely does. God, this brings my excitement level for SummerSlam down at least a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because who the fuck wants to see Damian Priest and Gunther?
Literally. Yep, it was on Edge, definitely.
Yeah. How the tables have turned. I mean, Edge is still pretty washed, but anyways, he's too busy landing 10 toes in his Balenciagas. But
Landed 20 feet on his fucking feet. Legend.
So that was that. Disagreements all through this match.
Mm-hmm.
All through this match. Rollins should have won.
Yep.
Punk should have interfered in the ladder match, which led to Chad Gable winning the briefcase.
It's been a whole different out. The first half of this pay-per-view should have been a whole different outcome. Well, not the Braun Breaker one. I'm fine with that, but this and the ladder match should have been completely different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of a fun ladder match.
Very fun ladder match here, man. Io Sky, Lyra, Tiffany, Chelsea, Zoe, and Naomi. Man, they put on a very, very, very fun ladder match. And overall, a ladder match that I did enjoy more than the men's. And reason being is because this match actually had the right winner.
Mm-hmm. Had a good winner. Had more spots, I would say. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. The match started with Chelsea Green jumping up and down, trying to reach the briefcase.
Don't know what you're gonna do there.
Yeah, I don't know what she was cooking up there at all. Chelsea was jumping up and down at the briefcase. Match was kind of slowed down for a little bit, and as it picked up again, Zoe Stark.
Yeah, listen, I like Zoe Stark. She's great in the ring. She is. But fuck, was she like a fucking missile to herself this whole match, man. Just fucking jumping into shit. Fucking dumping herself on her head. What a night for fucking Zoe Stark, man. She was really a missile that whole match.
Man, you're not lying, bro. She gives Lyra a Samoan drop on the ladder and completely missed the ladder except for Lyra's elbow.
Oof.
That was the only part that smacked the ladder. Then she puts Lyra on said ladder, goes to do a springboard move, and lands on her fucking head.
Completely landed past the ladder and just on her fucking head, man. That spot was legendary. It was so bad.
Oh, fuck, man. Jesus. Right on her dome.
That one's in the history books.
Man. Tiffany Stratton then gave an Alabama slam to Naomi.
Alright, Michael Cole.
Jesus, why do I always do that, bro? Very illiterate with her name. With Naomi, she does an Alabama slam to Naomi on the ladder. Looked brutal. Io has Lyra hanging upside down on one of the ladders as she was stomping her head in. Looked very good. And as Io went to climb above her, Lyra did the Drew McIntyre, Tree of Woe little pull down thing, except this one was a German suplex. She sat up while she was hanging, grabbed Io's waist, and German suplexed her down. Naomi was on two ladders that were getting split apart by I think it was Io and Tiffany. I'm pretty sure. As Naomi was doing the splits, it was Io and Zoe. As Naomi was doing the splits, the one ladder looked like it was about to fall, and Naomi hit a DDT to Zoe while she was in the split position. Lyra and Zoe were up on the ladder at one point, and Zoe powerbombed her. Did a powerbomb to Lyra on one of the ladders, I believe. Chelsea Green then hit a unprettier to Naomi on the ladder, which looked hideous. That was a fucking awful looking unprettier or kill switch or whatever you want to call it.
And when she was setting it up, man, you could see it like the ladder swaying a little bit. No lie, I thought at one point she was gonna move her legs too hard and it was gonna go flying from under her, dude. That would have been so. It looked like it was because it moved a little bit, and she was like, "Oh shit!" So even the setup was like, "Oof."
Yeah, it looked very, very ugly. It did not look good whatsoever. Io, speaking of looking good, Io hit a Michinoku driver on Zoe Stark on a ladder.
That was brutal.
That looked great. That looked insane. Chelsea Green, after these guys wiped themselves out, Chelsea Green is getting hype, and she's looking up at the ladder. She's looking up at the ladder, and she's, like I said, she's getting excited. She goes up there. The camera zooms in. We see her unhook it, and then all of a sudden she hooks it back, and we just see her just like start to tremble, I guess. Camera zooms out, and Tiffany is on the other ladder, pushing Chelsea's ladder over, as Chelsea Green goes flying to the outside through 2 tables.
Totally forgot about those tables at that point in the match.
Dude.
Love when that happens. Love when they get to do that. And it was perfect.
When Chelsea Green started to fall off that ladder, I got so scared. I genuinely thought Tiffany was about to dump her
Just
dead on the floor.
God.
Holy shit. And I love, like Sir K said, I love those spots where they set up tables earlier in the match and you completely forget about them being there, and then they just go flying through the fucking tables at some point in the match.
Those are always so great.
Yeah, I love those kind of spots. But she gets thrown off the ladder and through 2 tables, which leaves Tiffany at the top of the ladder all by herself, and Tiffany Stratton grabs the briefcase and wins Mrs. Money in the Bank.
Thank God, dude. At least we got some money in the bank this year to indulge and enjoy. Thank God.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited. Good for Tiffany. She was the right winner. And I'm excited to have her experience with that briefcase, man. I can't wait.
Dude, I'm very, very excited for Tiffany Stratton, and I'm so fucking glad there is a Money in the Bank winner that is good, and there is a Money in the Bank winner that wasn't wasted, and there is a Money in the Bank winner that was the right call. Mm-hmm. It was the right call to have Tiffany Stratton win here. I think she's going to do great with the briefcase. I can't wait to see what she does to the physical briefcase itself.
I can't wait.
I would like to see her, like I said, bedazzle it up and do her thing, and I don't know, make it look more of her style. I can't wait to see that. But I love this, man. I love this. I thought all these women wrestled a great match. It was only 20 seconds longer than the men's, but this one I was able to indulge in a lot more, and I was actually able to feel satisfied after the match ended because we got the right fucking winner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. I thought all the women in here killed it, minus Zoe Stark, and
well, she killed something.
She really did. Her head. I am very happy that DIY won the tag team championships. I'm very happy.
I'm glad they were able to.
Yeah, I'm very happy they did it in Toronto in very similar fashion to the way they beat the Revival. 8 years ago, 8 years ago. Oh my God, yeah, 8 years ago.
Crazy.
Holy
man.
Fuck.
8 fucking years ago.
I was watching a clip of the Revival, yesterday on Instagram, and it was just like, it was their Titantron video that somebody had posted, and it was just their NXT, Say Yeah theme song, or their WWE theme song, or whatever. Dude, why didn't they fucking go back to WWE, man?
Yeah, man, we could have gotten DIY versus the Revival again.
Dude, the Revival with those SmackDown tag titles would look so fucking beautiful. I can't even describe to you.
That would be so perfect, man. That would be so perfect. I would have loved it. But yeah, congratulations for DIY, man. They are long overdue with them. And they uploaded his entrance.
Was he walking out on AEW Dark?
Oh, goddamn.
Is that his new entrance?
But I'm happy for DIY, and I'm really happy for Tiffany Stratton. This was a great-ass match. I would say match of the night. Loved how it was sequence to sequence, even though, some people were kind of using their body as a missile and just going crazy, I guess.
Dumping themselves on the head.
Yeah, literally. But really good match, good ending, the right ending, and I think that's the most important part of it, is that we have a Money in the Bank thing to talk about after Money in the Bank, because we don't for the men. So, that's great.
Yes, I'm very, very, very glad that they were able to. I'm very glad that they were able to give Tiffany the briefcase and make the right call here for sure, man. But yeah, I did enjoy the ladder match, bro. The main event.
Oh, man.
Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Well, I figured they put the four members of the Bloodline on the poster because they weren't sure if they were going to be able to get Jacob Fatu into Canada. So I figured they just put Tongaloa there just in case. And being that they were able to get Jacob Fatu in there, Tongaloa was nowhere to be nowhere to be found wrestling tonight. But what he was found doing is actually very hilarious, and we will get to it.
I can't believe they were right. Man. God damn it.
First order of business. Why the fuck wasn't this a tornado tag match?
I think that was a big killer for this match. I think it would have been a lot more enjoyable if it was a tornado. Because half the time I was just sitting there I just want to see Jacob Fatu after the match. I had to see fucking Orla Solo. I had to see fucking MJF in there. And I was just like, I want to see Jacob Fatu. And if it was a tornado where we saw a good mix of all of them at the same time, it would have been a much better flow.
Yes, I didn't. I thought with the people involved, being that there was Randy Orton in this match, I thought it would have played better if there was more of a chaotic atmosphere and not just taking very long to pick up.
It did. It took very long to pick up.
Yes. Jacob looked great.
He looked phenomenal.
Jacob looked great, man. He looked fantastic. But the few spots he was getting were very good. There was a lot of tags. There was a lot of tags in and out with these guys, and there was just a lot of. There was a good cycle. There was a good cycle of the Bloodline tagging in and out and stuff. A little later in the match, man, Cody Rhodes does a suicide dive to Tongaloa. And the way he was laying there, his whole neck was bent up against the commentary table. And it looked brutal.
It looked really fucked.
Jacob Fatu got...
No, I hate that too, Logan.
It's such a horrible argument. Logan says, I hate the fact people call Jay and Solo bad wrestlers. Exactly. There's a standard today in professional wrestling where if you're not fucking Will Ospreay, you have no business being in a wrestling ring. And I hate that so much. Again, and not everybody, and that's the beauty of professional wrestling. Different styles, different cups of tea, if you will, for everybody. That's the beauty of professional wrestling, because some people don't fucking like Will Ospreay. Yeah. You know what I mean? I love Ospreay.
I like the guy.
I think Ospreay's great. I think he's great. But at the end of the day, I also do love guys like Jay, and I love guys like Solo and LA Knight. And again, I can sit here and be honest with you guys and say they're not the fucking best, flashiest wrestlers on the planet. But to sit here and say that they're bad wrestlers, I think is fucking wild to say. People say that about Randy Orton for the longest time, is the guy fucking sucks. Randy Orton's not everybody's cup of tea. He's got a slower pace, but to say he's a bad wrestler, it really goes to show how unintelligent a lot of people are.
It's a very narrow view of seeing things. If it's not the style I like, then you're not a wrestling fan, and you don't like wrestling. That's not it, man.
When I think of people that have no business wrestling, I think about people like Eva Marie. I don't think of people like fucking Solo Sikoa.
Literally, man. You think of genuinely horrible fucking wrestlers like Eva Marie, like fucking Cameron, like who Gable Steveson, people like that, man. You think of people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to sit there and say Solo and Jay and all those guys are bad wrestlers, I think is ridiculous. And I think it goes, excuse me, it goes to show how narrow-minded a lot of wrestling fans are in terms of, again, if you're not, for the longest time I've always said this, but if you're not Kenny Omega, nowadays I would say if you're not like a Will Ospreay, you just suck. And that is so wrong.
Far from the truth.
Yeah, that is such a fucking ass backwards way of just looking at things. And personally, I hate it. I hate how some people are. They used to say the same shit about Bray Wyatt. Used to piss me off to no end. He's a bad wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler, dude. He just likes theatrics, and theatrics isn't everybody's cup of tea. And sure, maybe Bray did overdo the theatrics, but to say he's a bad wrestler
is insane.
Is fucking wild, because clearly you've never watched his matches with Bryan Danielson, some of his matches against AJ Styles, his matches against The Shield with the Wyatt family were fucking amazing matches.
Insane, bro. Like, come on.
The strap match with Bryan Danielson when he was the Fiend.
That shit was great, dude.
It was an amazing fucking match. And then, you know, I mean, with his more creative side of things, with his cinematic matches, I mean, they were...
I loved them.
Again, they weren't fucking Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson, but not everything fucking has to be, because if everything is a great match, then you're in AEW Dynamite purgatory, and there's so much good wrestling, nobody gives a fuck about good wrestling.
Because it doesn't matter, because when everyone's great, no one's special. You still gotta have... you have a variety of styles, because it makes that style pop. When everybody's like that, nothing special and nothing pops out. That's what AEW Dynamite is. Nothing pops out unless there's a story, and there's not much of it.
So in WWE, you got a lot of different colors. You got your colors like your neon greens that pop off the page. Then you got your colors like fucking brown that like nobody wants to look at. And then you got your colors like white where it pops off. Sometimes it might be a little too bright. You know, you got your dark colors, you got your blacks and your burgundies, and you know those are some of the more discreet colors, maybe a little simpler. But in AEW, when everything's fucking neon green, it doesn't make the neon green pop out because everything's neon green. But in WWE, you got a palette, you know what I mean? And you know, eventually you come across your oranges that are a little brighter, but not quite the neon green. And
that was what's so great about AEW at the beginning. Each pay-per-view, you had your strong style match, you had your technical match, you had your death match in there. It was such a great mix of styles, and now it's all the same.
It's all just based off athleticism and near falls and
fucking and jump ups and fight. It's the
adrenaline.
Same thing every match, dude.
Yeah, and again, you do it so much,
means nothing.
It's not special. Yeah, it's not special, man. So here's my color palette analogy for you guys, but yeah, again, when you do it so much, nothing, or when you continuously paint the same color on the canvas, nothing's gonna pop out. The neon green is gonna become less special when your whole canvas is fucking covered in it. Yeah, and again, like I said, that's why you got to put your black, your white, your gray on top of the neon green to shadow it out a little bit.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, to say those guys are, and it's not even just Jay and Solo, but I hear it a lot with LA Knight. I hear it a lot with a lot of guys.
Just a lot of people, dude.
Yeah. The only one that has any validity is Puerto Rican Jack Swagger. I mean, he's the only one that, you know, it rings true a little bit. I mean, that guy he just doesn't jump off. He's not even on the page.
To a lot of the, like, elitist fan base, if you're a good talker, you're not a good wrestler. They do that to their own guy, MJF.
Yep.
All the time. So it's to them, if you're a good talker, that means you're not a good wrestler, because that's all they care about. Mm-hmm. They're too narrow to look at nuances.
Yeah, and they're also they're too narrow to realize it's fucking okay. It is okay if you are, a great talker and maybe you're not the fucking best in the ring. But I'll tell you what, I feel a lot more connected to LA Knight than I do to one of their good wrestler guys on fucking AEW Dynamite.
Exactly, because I actually feel something when the guy's on TV.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. So, but yeah, man, I mean, that's that. But, Cody, again, does a suicide dive to Tongaloa to, where he hits his head on the announce table. Jacob Fatu went to run at Cody Rhodes, which Jacob was dumped over into the timekeeper's area, which this man's whole fucking leg came crashing down on some production lady.
But I think they said that was the doctor. They fucking hit the doctor, bro. That's fucked. That's so ironic. It's horrible. It's great.
Jeez. Cody gets in the ring and Solo spears him.
Bro, come on, bro. Like, you... it's so sad, dude.
Who is this fraud? Get this fucking fraud out of here, bro. Oh my god. This bro really thinks he's Roman.
He really does, bro. This is an Ulafala. Like, come on, dude.
This means I'm the tribal chief. Which, actually, I'll say, during the entrance, he looked pretty hard.
Oh, dude, that's how they have to look 24/7. I don't know.
He looked pretty sick wearing the Ulafala.
Exactly. Like, dude, when they're coming out on fucking, they're walking in the arena, they're cutting their promos on SmackDown, why are they wearing that fucking weird ass? Why do they got silk shirts like they're a girl's pillow? Why do they fucking have those ugly suits and the gloves? Bro, what they came out in their entrance should be their normal look. Obviously, if you're Solo, put like a normal t-shirt on.
Yeah, like a tank.
Exactly. But like, don't with the suit and the silk. And dude, there's nothing I hate more than that silk shirt that they fucking pass between each other. They fucking pass around that fucking the same ugly ass silk fucking shirt, dude. I hate it. Ugh.
Lord, oh Lord, man. The ref ends up going down. And at this point, I thought we were gonna see either Jimmy, or I thought we were going to see Hikuleo. I thought we were going to see one of the two. I see a lot. I do see people saying Zilla. Zilla is way too early in the business to be involved in this, man. I would do how they did Solo.
Put him in NXT first. Let him get the groove going.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because Solo wasn't in NXT long.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to keep him down there for long, but Solo was also on the Indies.
Exactly, for a while.
Solo was also on the Indies for a little. So that helped his case. But, and, again, he was in NXT for a little bit just to get used to the style, and then they threw him on the main roster and let him swim with the fishes.
Exactly.
And he swam. I know a lot of people like to
say,
I know a lot of people like to say he failed. He's not the best now.
I may crack my oralist jokes, but I do like the guy.
But when it comes, the main reason, at least, I'll clown on Solo. I do like the story of him being tribal chief, and I love making my imposter jokes. But I really like just how the group, when it's time, and you've seen it in the Heyman segment and whatnot, when it is time, they look legit. Mm-hmm. They look like, when they're beating up Paul Heyman, they look like evil fucking bastards, and that's their job. They're supposed to look like a fucking devious, off the fucking hinges bloodline that Roman is going to have to come back and restore order to the family. So that's what's going to have to happen, but they do a really good job at it. It's just the way they dress. That's what we make fun of. It's not, necessarily Solo himself. And I mean, his promo ability is not the best, but I can appreciate that he's trying.
Exactly.
So I can appreciate that. And again, he will get better. The more he talks, do we all remember his fucking cousin, Mr. Roman Reigns? Do you all remember how bad he was on the mic? Now look at him. You know what I mean? So, I know everybody likes to, crack their jokes about Solo and whatnot, but,
I do too. It's fun. It's hilarious. But at his core, he really is great, man.
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, he has done a solid job, and again, the only thing I'll make fun of, man, is literally the way he dresses. The way he dresses, and a little bit of the promo stuff is a little funny, but in terms of their job, in terms of their job and what they've been made out to do, which, like I said, is just being a off the hinges bloodline. They've done a good job.
Yeah.
They've done a good job, man, and they've done a good job in making themselves feel like dangerous motherfuckers, man. They've done a great job at it, and I've enjoyed it. I really have, and I think they've set the foundation for Roman Reigns coming back very well, and that's the point of this bloodline, is to set the foundation for the OG bloodline reunion, and I think they've done a great job at that. So I think the Solo hate is a little misguided. Again, I understand he's not fully there, but I think that's a lot from people to expect from him when he essentially jumped into a role
that no one could be prepared for.
And he's jumped into a role that, again, like Sir K said, he's jumped into a role nobody can be prepared for, and he's also jumped into a role where it's the complete opposite of what he just got done doing, being the quiet enforcer, to now this.
And it's also a role where the whole point of the role is that he isn't, ready for that or meant for that right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of the role, and I think Solo and all those guys are doing the best they can do in their position. It's just one of those cases where it's WWE side of it, where they're making them wear the stupid clothes, they're making them say stupid things, and it's more of them, less than the individual wrestlers.
100%.
Because I think with a better street look, and maybe not say as corny things as that makes me the tribal chief.
This is a Ulafala. That makes me the tribal chief.
If you give them better material, I think it would be better, man. But I think they have done their job to the best of their ability, and I think it's pretty good. They're doing their job right. It's kind of just what they're in and what they're given.
And again, I mean, everything's kind of going accordingly, bro.
That's the point,
exactly, bro. And he is at the point now where he's been running shit on SmackDown, and he's been, he has a very feared stable in the bloodline. In the beginning, he didn't mention Roman Reigns at all.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly.
No.
When Paul Heyman would mention him, he would kind of, but he would kind of, shrug Heyman off a little bit. Now we're to the point where he's gotten so in above his head, and he's not ready at all, but he's gotten so in above his head of being the tribal chief, he is outright saying, Roman couldn't defend the family. He wasn't man enough to keep the title.
My job now.
And he's gonna be too in over his head, and he's gonna cost, or it's gonna be at the cost of Roman Reigns having to come back and step into this role where he does have to come and take it back from Solo. But it's absolutely what WWE wants. It absolutely is. And I think they're doing a very good job at making people hate Solo, because whenever that guy got into the ring, he got a reaction.
He got booed. We want Roman chants.
Fuck you, Solo.
That's the point. That's the whole goal, is for us to want Roman back and want this guy out that position.
Yes.
That's the whole point of the role.
Exactly. And they're doing a great job. Like I said, whenever he gets into the ring, he gets a fucking reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People don't like this guy. They hate this guy in this role. They want to see Roman Reigns back, and that, again, is what WWE wants. And again, like I said, 90% of the time he stepped in the ring, we either heard "we want Roman" or we heard "fuck you, Solo." Or if we were on Fox, it would probably be a "you Solo" chant.
Oh, you
You Solo.
You would fucking hear commentary, fucking half of their conversation. It'd be fucking horrible, man. God.
So yeah, I think he's doing what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Yes, exactly. It would be a problem if Solo was getting no fucking reaction when he got in the ring.
As long as he's not Andrade, I think he'd be fine.
Exactly.
Exactly. You don't want, like Logan says at the end of the day, any reaction is better than no. That means you feel something. If you're booing, you feel something. If you're cheering, you feel something. If it's silence, that's the worst thing you could get, when you go out and there's silence and they're not getting silence, and that's good.
Yeah, either that or some go-away heat. And yes,
bad.
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Roman had it for years.
Yep.
And not many people have it right now.
Roman had go-away heat.
Mm-hmm.
But, man...
Now he is, please come back, Heat.
When they beat up Sammy, if that wasn't the complete opposite of heat that he used to get... I mean, that's beautiful storytelling there in itself.
Heat you dream of.
Yes.
We love to fucking hate this guy.
The fuck you Ciampa heat.
Mm-hmm. You got fucking 10-year-olds chanting that shit.
Exactly. But when you're getting fucking Jinder Mahal heat or no reaction, that's pretty bad.
Exactly.
That's pretty bad. Where people
We're just staring at you.
Oh, man.
Poor Andrade. People were just staring at him.
God, they got to put him with Vega. Clearly, this single shit ain't working. He needs to be with a manager, bro. So the ref goes down. Man. Jacob helps Solo from the triple crossroads, not the crippler crossface. Yeah, he helps Solo from Jacob helps Solo from the triple crossroads. Jacob's on the outside of the ring. He goes to run at, I believe, Randy or it was Kevin Owens. Kevin moves and he runs and smashes the ref into the steel steps. Jacob runs into the ref. KO then puts Jacob Fatu through the announce table. He frog splashes him from the barricade. Tonga Loa. Kevin Owens gets in the ring and goes to give Tama Tonga a pile driver. Tonga Loa gets in the fucking ring and just hits Kevin Owens on his ass cheeks.
Bro just fucking uppercuts his left ass cheek and fucking realizes what he's done, fucking goes forward and finally blows him. Bro, how do you botch a low blow, dude? Dude,
you gotta ask Tonga Loa.
I was seeing, when they got signed, I was seeing memes from like the New Japan fans and whatnot of how much Tonga Loa was bad and whatnot, and I was like, okay, they're just jealous. They went to WWE and whatnot. But man, the more I see Tonga Loa, they were right, dude. He botches a lot, and he's kind of sloppy. Like, have you noticed in like beatdowns, he's kind of like fucking sloppy, dude.
The thing with Tonga.
Like, I've noticed that a lot.
The thing with Tonga Loa is, I feel like to give a better, emphasis on this, I have to see more matches from him. I mean, he's okay. Again, I've
seen worse.
I really need to see more from him before I really judge if he's actually that bad. But a lot of times we do see him, either he does what he does tonight and he kind of makes an ass out of himself and he fucking botches something. I also think another factor is he also is the most unimportant member of this new bloodline. They haven't really done anything to make him stand out,
Oh yeah,
being that
it's
he's
Jake.
kind of in the Jimmy Uso role, where Jay is the right-hand man. You know, Solo's the big bad enforcer. Sami Zayn's the guy in the group that everybody fucking loves. And then Roman Reigns is the head of the table. And then Jimmy's kind of just the guy where he's in the tag team with Solo and he's just kind of cool. He's there. He's just cool with everybody. The most unintriguing member of the group,
Yeah,
if you will.
You got the star Jacob Fatu at the end of the day. Right now, I would say at least he's the one that people look at most. You got Solo, who's the leader, the one that the story revolves around. Tama Tonga,
The right-hand man.
the right-hand man. He's got his history in Japan that everyone knows about. And you kind of just got Takaloa just standing there. He's just there. You know what I mean? So he's just in a shitty spot, man. He's just the guy in the group, and it's always kind of a lot because everyone outshines him, man.
Just standing there.
That's all he does. He's literally just in his fucking suit. Dude, what's his nickname that fucking Solo gave him?
Infamous.
The infamous. Like,
Infamous Tongaloa.
like the best nickname he could have came up with. You can't say legendary. You can't say. You can only really say infamous because he's just a guy. It's kind. You got a lot of specialty, and you just have just a guy, and he's kind of just a guy, and that's okay. Sometimes you're just a guy, but he's just a guy, and that's all he is. And he kind of botched a low blow.
And why the fuck is there a T on the vest of his gear?
I don't get that shit. The Tongans. Well, first of all, it was a Michael Cole. I think it might have been Michael Cole. He referred to this group and kind of like Tama Tonga and Tongaloa as the Island Boys. Please, I don't think Michael Cole knows the history of those influencers. Do not call them that. I don't think they kiss each other, so I don't think you could call them the Island Boys. But you tried. Just go with Gorillas. Gorillas of Destiny. Just, I think another thing this group needs is they all need their own identity. They're kind of, right now, they're kind of doing their job of just being the bloodline. But after that comes to an end, you got to get God as some form of God. You got to get Jacob Fatu. He kind of already has his own aura, so he can kind of just go off doing what he needs to do. And you got Solo. Who I think once he is Solo again, I think he's gonna really fit into his own again. But with God, man, you gotta emphasize the tag team element of them and the partnership of those two specifically, and put some eyes on just those two as a tag team. I think that's what you need for Tongaloa, because right now, bro, he's just standing there.
Yeah, he it doesn't really help his case again that everybody has a role. You know what I mean? When even Solo says it himself, my right hand man, Tama Tonga, my enforcer, Jacob Fatu,
And then
and
Tongaloa.
infamous Tongaloa. What the fuck does that mean? Infamous. I mean, he's pretty infamous for fucking smacking Kevin Owens on his ass before he fucking low blowed him. Yeah, I mean, so he gets in the ring and he fucking
Fucking uppercuts his right ass cheek.
He hits Kevin Owens on the ass. And as he's on a knee, he scoots up.
He's like, oh shit.
He scoots up on he scoots up as he's on a knee, and then fucking he low blows Kevin Owens, but he just hits Tama Tonga in the face because he had him up in a pile driver position where he just smacks his brother in the face, yet smacking Kevin Owens and hitting Kevin Owens with the low blow. Cody then successfully hits two more crossroads on Solo Sikoa. Jacob comes in and hits a fucking whisper in the wind. Also, side note on Jacob, he has shoes. I thought the reason that Solo stopped wearing no shoes is because they wanted to bring Jacob in as the Umaga-like figure that wears the tights with the no shoes and just the tape around his ankles. Jacob wrestles with shoes, so I guess Solo just stopped because maybe he wanted to, or maybe he was getting tired of stepping on shit.
That is true. I feel like I would step on a lot of shit. I'd be pissed off to step on. I mean,
because at least Matt Riddle would always have his slides. So
exactly.
after the match, and when he was coming out, he would just wear his slides.
But in the, I get that. But could be a could be a WWE thing of them wanting to wear shoes, because it got to a point where they had Matt Riddle stop wearing slides and put full shoes on him. So didn't they? I thought they did. At one point, they fucking did.
I remember one Raw, they had him wearing ankle tape.
Oh, okay. But I swear I thought they had him getting shoes at some point. But maybe they're just not a big fan of people wrestling barefoot. Or maybe it's just not fun, too. I mean, you're barefoot. And I'd rather be barefoot at WWE than an indie show. You never know what you're going to catch at those fucking things. You're not going to catch deodorant, I'll tell you that. But, yeah, I don't know why. It's weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So he hits him with a whisper in the wind. He holds up Cody. Solo spikes him. Cody's laying on the ground, and the ref slow counts. 1, 2, 3.
And I counted it, because they had to, drag the ref in while, Solo was in the middle of pinning him. Mm-hmm. He was literally down for, 9 seconds, 8, 9 seconds. Come on, is that really believable?
If that's not a reason for Solo to get that SummerSlam match.
Oh, what is?
I don't know what is, bro. But that was the end of that, man. And I think that perfectly...
definitely sets up for SummerSlam.
Sets up that Solo... He already has the Ulafala, as he told us. And he told us what it means.
It means he's a tribal chief, man. By all logic, this man's a tribal chief, too. So, Solo's got to face this man. Maybe you should make him face Jacob Fatu first. But...
give me infamous Tongaloa first.
Yeah, he'll fucking botch against you, so it'll be an easy counter.
He might hit me on my ass.
He might fucking uppercut your ass.
What the fuck is he doing, bro?
So, fucking realized he fucking missed.
Bro, just funny.
Really punched his ass, dude. It's legendary, but
oh, fucking Tongaloa.
But this perfectly set up their SummerSlam match for Cody and Solo, man. Which obviously, after what happened earlier in the night, is gonna be the fucking main event.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, that sets up for the SummerSlam main event. This match, I think if this was a tornado,
it would have been much more enjoyable.
100%. Like the one at France, this would have been a fucking banger of all bangers. This would have been amazing. The fact that it was a regular match, man, it just took too long to pick up for me.
It really slowed the pace down. I think the flow would have been a lot better with the competitors themselves if it was just tornado.
100%. 100%. But... yeah, man, that was basically everything for your Money in the Bank 2024. And, man, the show was alright in terms of match quality, bro. The show in...
decision quality. Had questionable ones.
Very, very bad decision qualities. That World Heavyweight Championship match really pissed me off. And also, being that nothing groundbreaking happened in the fucking Bloodline match, it leaves me wondering why you didn't save the Priest and Rollins match for the end of the show.
Yeah, at this point, I really don't know why that wasn't the fucking main event, because nothing happened in the main event. That was like main event, needed to be in the main event top spot type shit. I don't get it.
CM Punk's sitting on the announce table, and Michael Cole yells, "What are you doing, Phil?" Bro, and then Punk just looks over at him and goes, "My job."
My job. Yeah, he had to do that a lot. And that involved a lot of fucking beating people up and choking people out. So he's used. That truly is his job. He's used to it.
Yeah. The real enforcer.
The real enforcer, the ticket enforcer, the audience enforcer. All he's got to do next.
Man.
Exactly. All he's got to do next is deny Drew McIntyre entry, and the trifecta is complete. He choked him out. He beat him up, and now he just got to not let him in the building. And it's all complete.
Send him home.
Send him home.
He's got to do what he's got to do. But yeah, man, that is going to do it, bro. That is going to do it for this edition of your Money in the Bank 2024 official show review, man. Hope you guys did enjoy the review, man. I hope you guys did enjoy the review and everything that came along with it. And with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of your Money in the Bank 2024 review. The next time you guys will be seeing us live for your pay-per-view post-show review will be in about 27 days, something like that. 3 weeks' time for SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, that is going to be a very, very interesting show to talk about, man. I'm very excited for that. And yes, you guys will be catching us on the post-show review for that. And yes, that'll be the next time you guys will be seeing us on here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast. Another edition of your post-show review. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much. It has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast. Another edition of your Money in the Bank review. Thank you guys so very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold and what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with the
I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is a can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You son, you doing all the yapping. Acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something. You want from Shallon, Allen, and ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want, nigga?